And I think I'm live again. Hey everyone, I am live. No, okay, let's see if I'm actually live. Let me check myself. Mm, I am. There we go. Cool. It's like so late. I didn't even warn anybody. I am going to build this LCAC once again. Yeah, I'm tired. Should I build? Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on, Nicholas? What's going on, Angel? Cool Puppy Plays, Lifeless, Tommy, Martian Band Boy, Brickster Onius. How are you guys doing today? That's good that you could see it because I was a little worried that I couldn't see anything, or at least popped up on a notification. I did decide to stream like very last minute. Hey, what's going on, house? I was like, let me just stream. Let's see how it goes. Martian Band Boy says, I haven't been able to watch some of your previous live videos. I mean, also, you don't have to watch them after they've been published, but if you watched, I mean, it's like 2 hours or sometimes 3 hours worth of watching. It's mainly my friends BSing, so there's not much Brickmania talk unless it's in the beginning. Yeah, he pronounced it partially correct. In your opinion, Shai, what's the better, a Black Hawk or a Humvee? Well, I mean, a Black Hawk, it's 10 times better, but I mean, everyone needs a Humvee in their lives. So, all right. So, should I continue building this thing, or should I finish building a minion? I've been trying to build this minion for Ezra for like the entire week, and I got one done. But I want to get this started. Like, FYI, I have had to add a lot of pieces to the underside of this LCAC to make it more sturdy. Because every time I flipped it over or I mess something up underneath, like if one of these like side pieces were to fall off, you have to flip this whole thing over to fix it. And every time I flipped it over, this whole thing would just fall apart. So to make, I mean, the downside to this is that it's not Technic, and you're gonna see this in the review when I actually make one. That unlike the Millennium Falcon, which is like a Technic bone structure, this has no Technic whatsoever. It's completely held together by brick. So it's very flimsy and the weight's not very sturdy if you were to carry it from one part or another. So if you're not pushing this plate together from both sides inwards just to keep it stable and you flip it over, it's gonna start getting weak in certain areas and just fall apart. And I've literally had to build this thing like at least 10 times all over again because I've flipped it over because one little small piece right here were to just come off. And to counter that, what I did is kind of rebone the entire inner side, so I can't really take the raft apart, like the raft apart so easily anymore. But at least it's sturdy where I can kind of push it around and I can flip it over and it's not gonna fall apart. Um, which is why I haven't been live streaming or continuing the build is just because I've had to rebuild this thing like 10 times. So Shy, can I see your minifig shelf? Are you talking about like the box? I mean, I don't really have much in there. It's just that if you can see that up there, it's not really anything exciting. Once it looks cool, when I'm done with it, then I'll show it off in a video. But what's going on? Should I buy a tiger kit? I mean, are you asking like what should you buy? I mean, if you can get your hands on that gray tiger, I would. But the Tiger 131 is, I think, a set that if you could afford, I would grab because it's such a beautiful tiger. What's going on, Big Tanks? I know I answered your question, but um, how much? How do you have so much money to buy all this? Says Alex. I have 4 sources of income. So I have my day job, I have my wife's job, and I have 2 other sources of income. So that's how I'm able to afford this. And I'm just smart with budgeting my money. I used to put a lot of my money into my motorcycles. I haven't been able to do that lately since I have two small children that need a lot of attention. So since I'm not spending thousands of dollars on a motorcycle part like an exhaust or a new this or new that or tires, because I used to go through tires on my motorcycle like nothing. So every couple months I would spend at least $600 on tires. So my money's not going to my bikes or my car because I used to work on cars. It's just going to this. So it's just, like it's not that. That's how I'm able to afford this. Is just I'm just not spending a lot on my cars and my motorcycles. So when did you order your Humvee? Which one? Angel says, Shy, I just finished building the LCAC after 14 hours. Ezra, am I about to end this manhole? Yeah, right. Ezra's actually pretty good with this. He doesn't really do much to destroy it. He actually just looks at it and appreciates what it is and plays with minifigures on it. Because you have lots of Brickmania kits and I have like a couple. I just allocate my money in different ways. That's all. And I'm also, I don't know how old you are, but I've been working since I was 17. So I've been able to, like, I have a house, I have cars, I have property. So I've been able to allocate funds to be able to do something like this. This is like really not much. So although I'm buying I just got that. That just came out. It's a $450 Lego, $350 Lego set, which doesn't seem like much anymore when you buy something like Brickmania. Shai, the pizza man knows where I live. I should be worried. Yeah, you should. When did you order your Humvee? So the Crows. I ordered it when it was pre-ordered or when they first announced it, and I got it like the first batch. Can you show the Zero and P40 side by side, please? Okay. There you go. Zero, P40. You can see that the P40 is a little beefier than the Zero, as you can see right here. The Zero still looks cool. The P40 definitely took a little longer to build, but I love this canter on the wings. It makes it really cool. The Zero, it's a more solid build and very easy, but it's not really much to it. There you go. I build customs. You are a much better builder than I am. Big Tank says I'm working on a custom Secret Service deuce and a half. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Is Daniel Siskin an Antifa member? I mean, he posted that, so I'm not gonna say he isn't. Stud City, what's going on, bro? Shy time is my late time. I know, dude. It's late, dude. It's really late where you're at, so I'm surprised you're up, but I'm sure you never sleep. Alex says I might buy the A6. You should. Angel said, if you had a chance, would you buy the A10 Warhog kit from Brickmania? Hell yeah. That's their first large humongo set. I know I'm supposed to be building LCAC. I need to build this for Ezra. So let me do this right quick. It won't take me long. What's going on, Brickbinder? Aiden says, how's LA? It's filled with protests and people getting mad at each other. What's going on, Secret Squirrel Bricks? I like the minion in the LCAC, right? So I'm gonna build this minion right quick just because like I promised Ezra that I'd build one or finish building it so he can play with it, and then I'll continue with my LCAC build. But I need to build this, and I haven't been able to build much all week. And if you just got here, one of the reasons why I haven't been streaming the LCAC build for a minute is because one, I have literally been working 13-hour days, and if you know what I do, it's not easy work, but I've had to rebuild this thing like at least 10 times just because it's falling apart on me, and I can literally build it out of memory at this point. So just by flipping it over because something would happen over there. So I had to redo the bottom a little bit to make it more sturdy. So that way, if I were to flip this over, it won't fall apart. So if anyone here has the LCAC, you completely understand what I'm talking about. But that's why I haven't been able to do it, just because I'd flip it over, it'd fall apart, and then I just lose all motivation to make another stream video. And well, when you lose motivation to do that, then it just kind of goes all out the window. But yeah, so anyways, thank you for your service, Marco number 1. Thank you, I appreciate that. The A-fold is real, bro. Don't feel bad when we're all man children here. That's it's true. Stud City says I ordered the new Hedgewick set from the UK and it comes tomorrow. That was fast. Did you order from the Lego shop at home from UK and it's coming tomorrow? Dude, I should have done that. Secret Squirrel Brick says I have 2 Lego Minion sets coming so I can build all 3. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I have the other one right there so I can build Bob or Kevin or whatever his name is, the little one. Yeah, the owl set is pretty sick. I do like, my wife really likes that one, so I might just buy it. Whenever my wife says she likes the Lego set, I buy it. Not necessarily for her. It's it's kind of like a green light to buy a Lego set, and she can't get mad at me, even though it's not. You order from Amazon UK, and with Prime, I'm assuming you have Prime. That's coming in a couple days. I mean, I'm surprised that it's doing that so so quickly. I know overseas shipping is a pain right now. Oh, and I've been using this box of diapers to keep that when I flip the LCAC over to pretty much hold it up together. Yeah, that's the Lamborghini is sick. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't know when I'm gonna build that because I still haven't even built my Bugatti. They're just they're just gonna be in the box. Maybe when I'm done with the LCAC, I'll keep streaming and I'll build. I don't know. Should I build a Bugatti first or a Lamborghini? I feel like I should build a Lamborghini now because it's relevant to the Lego community at this point, and then let the Bugatti kind of let it kind of disappear, and then build that one. I think they'll have more relevance when it's no longer in circulation. You bought Cool Puppy Play says same. Shy is just a good fan with Legos. I bought the VAB since you did that video. I heard the shout out that Brickmania gave to me too. That Dylan said. Everyone wanted to remind me that he said that. I saw it when he actually did it, and I laughed. So City says I was surprised too, Shy. I was gonna get the astronomy tower as well, but I didn't want to risk it because I didn't think it was true. I guess it's a seller linked up with Amazon because they had 6. Oh, interesting. Okay. They shipped fast, so we'll see. I mean, I'm surprised it's coming so quickly, even through customs. But let me know, dude, when you actually get it in, so I can see if that is even a feasible thing to do going forward. Angel says I made my own Lego B109 with my own parts. Really? I mean, I can't build. I have instruction books. Like I bought those big instruction books that Brickmania has, and I've yet to build a single thing. Alex says before I built World War II planes, I used to build Lego guns. That's like a big thing in the Lego world. I find it really fascinating. Secret Squirrel Bricks, the LCAC diaper support system. I love it. It's true because when you flip the LCAC over, you have to put on something. And I put it on this giant diaper. I mean, it's hard to find something to kind of put in the middle of this, and I just couldn't find anything that would easily support it and that was evenly flat. So I just got a box of diapers in my in my daughter's room and then call it a day. What's going on, Doc? Is a minion going to crew the LCAC? I don't know. Where you at, Doc? I'm building. I know I should be if you just got here, I'm supposed to be building the LCAC. but like I just I told Ezra that I'd finished building the minions. Because he just watched Despicable Me 2 for the first time, and he's like really fascinated by them. So yeah, I feel like I should build this for him tonight first before I'm getting nowhere with it. What's going on, Squidman? Newbie, minions in warfare. It's true. It's a perfect mixture. They gave you a tracking number too. That's interesting. I hope it's legit, dude. That it comes like tomorrow. I wonder how they built a real life LCAC. I mean, in a warehouse. I'm just kidding. I in a giant, just like they build planes in a giant warehouse. I would presume the same thing. The minion is backup support. Let's let Shy build the minions. I mean, I'd appreciate that. It will have all enemy combatants running for their lives as Bob accelerates the tank at them, screaming, "Banana!" Are all those pieces for just one minion? Because that's a lot of pieces. Yes, this is just for one minion. It's a lot of pieces for it. Like surprisingly, it's let's see how many pieces it 876 pieces. So half of that per. I'm trying to find the other. There it is. The other instructions. Yeah, the zero is quite cheap compared to other Brickmania. I mean, any Brickmania plane or jet is relatively cheap in comparison to like tanks or anything. Like for example, you can buy a $500 tank, which there's not that many. Let's say the Pershing. The Pershing's like three something, almost like $400. Or you can buy three planes that are bigger than the Pershing, like footprint wise. I should get some armor brick stuff. Uh, every time I'm about to hit the button to purchase, like I ended up like Brickmania comes out with something new, and I just end up going that way every single time. Like it's like they know. But I am excited for Friday because I know they're supposed to release the new minifigs that Lando just posted up, and I am good. If there's one thing's for sure is that every time Brickmania comes out with a minifigure with multiple like flesh tones, I will buy each one of them. So dark, light, medium, I'll buy them all. So I think this time around there's gonna be something like that again. So I'm gonna probably buy each one of them, which is a good thing because I haven't really purchased much since I bought the Swick boat and the Viper. Those are the last two purchases that I made with Brickmania. So City says, Shy must say I bought the TIE pilot helmet and put it next to my white Boba Fett bust, and took it apart. Too many studs. Cool Imperial point. Yeah. I still haven't built mine yet, as you can see right there. It's the only the bust out of three of them that I haven't built yet, which I was gonna build that this week, but I just didn't. After the AC 130 kit, all right, now let's make a Super Galaxy. That's gonna be a huge set if Brickmania ever decides to make a Super Galaxy that can carry like all that. It'll be like twice the size. I mean, I was creeping on the whatchamacallit, the live stream today that Dylan did. If they go back to building that B-17, that's a plane for sure that I will buy regardless of my space. The AC 130, although sick in its own right, and I would love to have that set, it would literally take up the footprint of like this whole area because I mean once Wicked Brick opens up again, which they're about to, I'm gonna get that stand. I'm gonna put the Millennium Falcon on the stand. I'm putting the piano in my garage behind me and getting some shelving so I can put that on there. I'm gonna clear out all that space underneath where that Bugatti is and move my like kind of backlog stuff to the left right here. Put the LCAC with some stuff underneath. So I'll have the space, but then all of a sudden the AC 130 comes around. I have nowhere to put that thing. That's like If I were to get that set, I wouldn't even know if I would open it. I'd probably just leave in its box until one day I were to move this setup into my garage, which is the plan. Once my kids are older to want where they want their own spaces, then I would have to give up the office and give it to them. So that designer does cool color correction tricks too. Yeah, he does to make that camo and some of those minifigs. Yeah, Lano does color shifting on his minifigures, which is very interesting. So he'll take like a dark gray figure torso, and then he will, to get it that olive drab, he would lightly paint on that color to be able to get that look, that to make it more realistic as opposed to like a clean green, I guess you would say. If that makes sense. Along with the B-17, which is like a B-29. Yeah, yeah, I'm down with any World War II large plane. I think they would look really cool. I mean, World War II planes, they're all like iconic. Like you can't, you know, they just they look really cool. Alex says the only thing I've ever ordered from Brickmania are two German infantry and Russian sharpshooters and custom model AKM for minifigs. Really? That's it? So do you order from like any of the other like military brands that are out there? When BKM's track links are back up, they need to give us a redesigned M3 Bradley. Yeah, they should. I mean, they've only made the Bradley once, and if I could remember that correctly, that was way before my time, so I don't even know when the last time was that 5 years ago now. Wait, when did you order your Humvee, the Task Force Delta? I ordered it immediately when it came out. I got two of them. How was the white Techno Porsche set? Um, I liked it. I mean, I built it once. I built it for display, and then that was it. It's a very quick build in comparison to the Bugatti and the Lamborghini, I would presume. I have $350. What should I spend from Brickmania? Um, it's more of what do you need in your collection, and then go from there. Like I said, I recommend buying planes and jets because you can get more for your buck because they're wider and they're bigger. Um, but if you want a tank, I don't know what's on. I haven't been on the site for a second, so like I said, I haven't really been looking at Brickmania just so I don't spend the money. Until Lano posted that photo of his minifigure that's going to be released on Friday, so that kind of changed all that. What's going on, Rula? If it wasn't for Lego, what else? What else would you be interested in the hobby? Video games. I mean, if I'm not messing with Lego, I am messing with my motorcycle. That's literally my other passion is motorcycles and cars. More so motorcycles and cars in the recent years. But I was talking about this earlier. That's how I'm able to afford this. I would spend like thousands of dollars on parts and fixing up my bike and things like that. Lately, I haven't really been able to push so much into that world just because I have kids. So with two small children running around, I can't just put one of them on my motorcycle. I have to like literally ride when I don't need to bring them anywhere, or when I went with my brothers, which is recently hasn't really found much of time to do that because of my kids. But yeah, video games. I used to be really heavy into video games. The only video game right now that I play religiously is Assassin's Creed. I'll play all those games. I have played all of them. The new Viking one looks pretty sick, and I'm excited to see that. But I don't. I haven't really. I used to play other games, but I like Call of Duty and all that kind of stuff. But I haven't really gotten. It's kind of hard to play a violent video game when you have a toddler that's absorbing like literally everything that he sees. So I haven't really been playing video games since he's been born, actually. What's going on, Jake the Great? Big Tank says I'm working on the fake missile hood on the Secret Service Deuce and a half. That's cool. I wonder what that looks like when you're done. Clonemaster08 says they have the P-40 and German assault glider of planes I can afford. If you, I mean, the glider is pretty big, so I've seen. So if you really want to make your money spread, that glider would be pretty cool. But I think if you got the glider, you would probably want the plane too. But the glider looks pretty sick. It's really thin in the wind in the wingspan, so it might be. I feel like that might be fragile at that point, but it's up to you. I mean, if you could afford two planes, get the P-40 and the Zero. I just pre-ordered, checked out some older versions, and I'm excited when it comes out in stock. Cool. All right. So I built two little minions. Now to actually build the minion itself. Ooh. So how's your days, guys? Like I said, I've accidentally broken this LCAC a bunch of times this week, just maneuvering it around until I had to kind of rebuild the bottom part of it. I think I might get the Humvee. You should. Everyone here should get the Humvee. The Humvee is like an iconic, it's an iconic plane. Plane. Why did I say plane? It's an iconic set, and it's very playable. Like Ezra plays with the Humvees all the time. The Task Force Ranger one, he'll take that down from the city because it's up there somewhere. So he'll bring the stool, and then he just plays with the city. And what he likes to play with a lot right now is the Task Force Ranger Edition Humvee. Is Ezra asleep? Yeah, he knocked out. It's pretty late here. It's 11:16 p.m. Newbie says my day can be described with sleep, coffee, animate, stream, and that's my day. Big Tanks, I'm too poor. Murmur me pickle. That's awesome. Looks really good. Yeah, I know. It looks so good that I'm not building the LCAC. I'm building a minion set. If you just popped in right here, I'm building this minion set because I just want to have this ready when Ezra wakes up. And I'll probably, if I finish this before, maybe I might sort the LCAC pieces. That's just, I'm trying to be smart with building that last bag. Like, I have a lot to do with it. Left to do with it. Like if you just pour it on the floor, it's like building it. I don't know how old many of you are on this chat, but back in the day, there weren't numbered bags when you used to build a Lego set. At least a lot of sets didn't come that way. So you would have to build like this, you know what I mean, for the whole set. And something like that, it's just, it reminds me of one of the old castle sets. But like, if that's something you should probably sort if you got the opportunity to build something like this. I remember that vaguely, right? Alex says I live in Miami, Florida, and it's 2:18 right now. Why are you awake? I'd be asleep. See, the things that right after work today, like I ate, I took a shower, ate, and then fell asleep. I literally just woke up like an hour ago, and I figured, let me stream because I'm a little awake right now. I'll build this, I'll start on the LCAC build, live stream while I'm at it, and then we'll just go from there and go back to sleep, I guess. So I thank all of you for being here with me. Which Humvee? You off tomorrow? I think I am, but hopefully, like I don't get called in for work. If they decide to call me, I'm not gonna pick up because I literally don't have a babysitter for tomorrow for my kids. So I mean, I wouldn't be able to find one this early. They said I was off, but I don't know. I don't know. Everyone keeps ordering stuff, so I gotta work. And right now, any hour I work this week, it's double time because I'm way past 40 hours. Brixerania says, I live in a dark basement with Chinese food boxes and a bat droppings. Oh, dude. I do not sleep. I mean, I wouldn't sleep like that either. Are you getting the new spooky? Says. What up, Sans?
Oh, hey. I didn't know whose stream I was joining. I saw a link and I clicked on it.
What's going on, Ryan?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, I was watching Harry Potter and then I checked Instagram and I'm like, let's see.
Jeanette says, "Are you getting a new spooky?" No.
New what?
the AC-130. That's the name of the plane. I'm like, no, I am not. That almost $4,000 Lego set is not happening.
What? You mean you can't afford to just throw away a whole month's of money?
I mean, I could. I literally could buy that if I really wanted to. But
well, I guess you have your military benefits that are pretty substantial, right?
Yep. But like, what? It's like, do I buy that and have nowhere to put that thing? Literally nowhere to put that thing.
Save that money for a bigger house.
Exactly, or save my money for a bigger house, and that's more of a more beneficial thing.
That's a 100th of a house money.
What if you got a studio?
Oh, a separate space.
I thought of that today when I was driving by because like when I was at work today, I was looking at these warehouses, and warehouses in LA aren't cheap, but I do know like these because I was delivering at whatchamacallit, like a trailer park. And like those trailer homes.
Trailer.
Yeah, I mean, but those trailer homes are actually pretty nice.
My Lego trailer home.
Yeah, I mean, but those trailer homes are nice, right? They're worth like
just get an RV.
Nothing, right?
Oh, that's actually a bad idea.
Well, I mean, you could just get taxed and then you just lose everything in the
RV. Shipping container.
And just put it. Wow.
You have a backyard, don't you?
Yeah, I do. But I mean, I'm gonna build a deck back there and have the family be able to enjoy that.
Build it under the deck. Put it under the deck.
So have a 2-story backyard.
No, just dig a really big hole.
And then I I need bigger property for that. You know, I live in LA. Remember that.
I know, but you can't dig.
Must call it a night.
You don't have 16 feet to dig a hole in.
I think at that point I have to tell the city.
I mean, if you want to follow,
you just dig a deep hole.
Well, I think there's piping underneath.
Dig around it.
I can dig around it. If I hit something hard, I should stop building.
Okay, fine. I get it. Digging is an issue. What if you put it on stilts? That way, your yard isn't compromised. And
the question is, how much airspace do you have?
I believe, if I recall, it's like 500 feet above your house or something. You have plenty. It's fine.
That actually sounds like a good idea.
Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm on the very last Harry Potter movie now. I've kind of watched them all in like the last week, so I've been getting through them. They're good. But do you ever see yourself moving out of LA to get a bigger place for cheaper?
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, easy. Like I'm thinking. Honestly, I'm thinking Arizona.
Florida.
What the hell?
Arizona. Northern Arizona.
I was about to say you cannot find weather like California anywhere else in the United States, and you pick Arizona?
Northern Arizona.
That's jumping out of the frying pan into a pot of maggots.
Northern Arizona is green. It's not desert.
Still hot.
Yeah, it's hot, but everything's new. Everything's cheap.
Well, there's new stuff here in Florida too, and it's cheap.
It's cheaper in Ohio, I hear.
Yeah, you can move to what's Flint, Michigan?
Oh, cheap.
Kansas. Oh yeah.
Kansas was really cheap.
There's nothing there, but land is like 5 cents and a bucket of potatoes.
Yeah. No, but honestly, if I were to move, I'd probably just move out of LA County, dude. That's pretty much what I'll probably move to like a smaller town but within
Right.
Southern California, that it's still, like it's still cheaper to live at, but it's not so far. It's far away from the hustle and bustle, which is a good thing, which is what I want. But it's not so far away where, like, if we were to move, we're not too far away from family.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, that's
still
kind of a
travel.
trade off.
Yeah.
I hear Ohio has zero hustle and barely any bustle.
Yeah, literally. Bakersfield. Yeah, no, not Bakersfield.
Someone's defending Flint, Michigan. I've seen the commercials. The water's filled with lead. No, thank you.
John Triple C. I'm just calling you Triple C's for now on. Are you planning to buy anything during the 40% off sale? I might send BFAB
Oh no!
to the Brickmania for me, to the GHQ.
Send in the hounds.
I love it. So earlier Brickmania did a live stream, and they announced that they're doing like a 30% off sale for 4th of July. But if you have
Right.
if you're part of the plank owner program, which I am, you get a 40% if you go inside the store.
You have BFAB in there. He's like, he holds up a piece of paper that has your face on it. He's like, my name is Shy.
Wait, plus you have the 5% off,
Right.
right? Or is that added into it?
No, it's the in the store. My 5% is a 10%.
Oh,
Double XP.
Yeah. So, but they're doing a 30% off sale, so everything it's on top. So you could add your discount on top of it. So it's a 40%. So I'm
Well,
like,
now you should buy the $2,800.
right?
Or buy a second LCAC.
Oh, they won't.
You could
those won't
own
be
the
there.
most LCACs.
Might as well just buy the AC-130 if they would have had it available, but they won't.
Right. Yeah.
But that's not happening. I don't know. There's nothing really that I want that they probably have in the store that I don't already have.
Wait, that new Mickey and Minnie set? I thought that was $90, not $200.
Oh no, it's 180. It is double what you're.
Oh my god!
No,
Really?
Hey,
Hey, Doc.
Shy.
Really? Why?
Is it
Never mind.
Doc's here?
Yeah, right there.
Why?
Yeah, hey.
Sound
Oh.
tired. You tired, Doc?
Yeah, a little bit.
He sounded weird. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, you sounded like either you're sick or you're tired. One of the two.
Sick of this nonsense? Am I right?
It's
Up top.
showtime, Doc. Put on the happy face.
That's why I have my camera off.
I was gonna say though, is there a timeline on your get the hell out of LA move?
No.
Yeah. I'm thinking
really.
Orlando.
Are you gonna move? You're thinking so you're gonna get
I
out on
might
get out of Melbourne?
when I get a yeah. It's not that I want to get out of Melbourne. It's that I just want to be closer to this, like the Lego store and the people and the airport. I like it here. I would love to be here, but it's not ideal for like
what you're doing.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah, he
not
needs the airport for all those,
No.
the big YouTubers to come flying in.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, that's a legitimate thing. Like, if my friends, if the way I see it is, I could literally have, because Orlando's already a place people want to come, but if you could just stay at M&R Productions house, I mean,
Jesus
why
Christ!
not?
Yeah, in
basically
Orlando,
Disney
yeah.
World. That's a
I'm
new
serious.
amusement
I'm
park.
mostly serious though. That would be a thing. I would like let my friends anytime they want. Like, I don't see why not. Like, you want to come to Orlando? Come fucking hang out. Like,
How far is Miami from you?
like 3 hours
3
south.
hours, okay. South?
Yeah, that is. Yeah, to the south. That's Miami. I've only been there a couple times. That is a cluster. Not fun. That whole area. It's not even just Miami. It's like Miami. It's like from Fort Lauderdale to Miami, and that's like an hour in between. It is not a cool place. I mean, it's a cool place. I actually like it, but it's really a lot of
Tourists.
Yeah. No, not even that. It's just full of stuff.
Oh, it's just dense.
Yeah, it's dense. Yeah.
Rula says, do you have any classic Space and Castle sets? I used to. I used to have those sets. Sussex says Northern Arizona is nice. Colorado, Arizona is a cool state, very different north to south. Yes, definitely true. See, look, Aiden Washington says it's similar when living. Well, not that one, but yeah, Aiden says it's similar when they visited Texas. But like, where was it? Big Tanks. There it is. I live in Arizona, and it's nice in the winter.
The winter. That's like a quarter of the year.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it snows some places in Arizona.
Yeah,
I do know that.
Northern Arizona. Northern Arizona is nice. But yeah, if I were to leave LA City, it would probably be like I'll just move a little north. maybe.
You know, Ohio's in the north.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to Ohio. A city boy like me living in Ohio, it's not.
There are cities in Ohio. Don't you fret, sir.
Yeah, 'cause there's Cleveland.
Yeah, that's a city.
Akron. That's where LeBron's from. I
That's
mean,
true.
how could you
Akron.
forget?
But
Akron,
LeBron lives
sorry.
here now.
Akron.
He's from Acorn.
To be real, if my wife though, if she really wants to move to Seattle. So
You're going from one crap hole to one that's a little bit moist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really green. I think that's what really attracts my wife too. That area.
The cost of living is going through the roof though up here.
Oh yeah, I would imagine.
I mean, it's not LA cost of living, but
Yeah.
you know,
It's still
That's
ridiculous.
because you should move to Venice Beach.
Oh hell no. Venice is actually really. I don't know if you guys know anything about Venice. Although you see it like in a lot of movies and a lot of TV shows that represent it's just really ghetto. There. Yeah, yeah, they do lift weights there. It's
That's
really ghetto.
The extent of my knowledge on Venice, weights and skateboarding.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty much what it is, but it's just not a good neighborhood. Like for what you're like, for as much as it's a come up as far as property is concerned, it's just not a good neighborhood to live in, especially if you have kids. Like it's not
Ditch the kids and the wife. Just starting over.
Just start over. I mean, I already invested so much into this relationship.
I mean, what's an investment when you could just
sunk cost fallacy? Look it up.
Fresh start. You know, hard redo.
Murmur Me Pickle says, "I want to just build a little log cabin in the north and eat hot Cheetos."
Wait,
you mean like the Unabomber?
Tommy Vasquez says, "Yep, was there.
Kind of sketch.
I was hell. Nah, yeah, exactly. Venice is ghetto."
Oh, is it? Wow.
It's nice in certain areas. You can definitely tell there's gentrification and there's like good areas to be at, but like for the most part, just not a good place.
Run it by the wife. Orlando, Florida, Lego YouTuber capital of the world.
Are you trying to make that a thing? Everybody move to Orlando. If you're a Lego YouTuber, that's the place to be.
That's one of the most expensive parts of Florida, and Florida already isn't cheap.
But there's no income tax.
Fine. I don't know. Yeah, no state income tax. Fine. I would I'm not gonna live like in Orlando. Probably like 25 minutes from Lego store type of range. Because like from where I am to the 25 minutes from Lego store range, there's nothing, right? It's like
25 minutes
swampland.
25 minutes around the Lego store. But you're referring to the one in Disney, right?
What?
Disney Springs.
Yeah. Disney owns everything 25 minutes around that area.
That's not what it. No, that's not true.
That's not untrue.
There's plenty of houses. I've looked at it.
Right next to all those hotels and parking lots.
You're determining your next house purchase based on where a Lego store's at.
Well, I know.
He's dedicated.
I don't blame you. I did the same thing with
There's plenty of Walmarts and Targets and things in that area. Like there's, and I would still be less than an hour from here, so I could always come back here whenever I want.
That's true.
And I assume I could have a small bed or something here.
And to be fair, it is your living, so it does make sense.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I would like to be closer to the Lego store, so I can go there more often.
You would also be closer to the 2-story McDonald's. So
that I haven't been there in a while. Maybe that should be our collab.
Oh boy,
I'm serious. I've been meaning to go there.
From my sister's area, it's like 2.5 hours because it's on the other side of the state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would still. It's just that's a grueling drive.
Well, I'm farther away, right? So I don't know.
No. I mean, not. I don't know how far away the McDonald's is.
Okay.
It's in from where you are.
Anyway, yeah, that McDonald's. Being close to that McDonald's, that they sell pizza. I think that would be worth it.
Oh my god. I think that's
maybe I might be able to pass for young enough to play in the play base. I'm not sure if it's still there or not, but I miss it.
Would they stop you from playing in there?
I don't know. That would be a great video too. How long can we play in the McDonald's?
Before I think we'll be able to play it unless our kids like waiting to play and they won't go in there because of you.
Until they kick us out.
There's a grown man in this tube, mommy.
I'm telling you, I could be a killer YouTuber that makes like those types of videos. That would be hilarious.
I mean, that would be really funny.
How long could we play?
I would be too ashamed to do something like that.
I would too, but I like the idea and I would like to sell it to someone.
I own the rights to this idea, guys.
I do. I just came up with it. It's really funny. It's a classic like Nelk video. I feel like I don't even watch them that much, but that feels like something they'd be doing.
Prank Nation.
Hey, full send, bros. Full send. McDonald's play place. Drink up. Yeah, like that. Something like that.
Go to a Chuck E. Cheese and film. I'm pretty sure you have to have a child to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
No, you don't. There's no way you do. Well, that's a good question. There's one by me. There's one like 5 minutes away. Not
Chuck E. Cheese isn't how it used to be, though. Like Chuck E. Cheese used to have like cool place in there. Now it's just all video games. It's just an arcade.
That's what the kids are into. Get with the time, Shy. I know how you're a boomer. It's okay.
So true.
If you took your cousin, it would work, but
I do need to go get their pizza.
No, you don't.
It's not how it used to be.
That's what they all say.
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out.
I've been
recreate the original.
And I was really disappointed.
I'm right though. They were creepy to begin with. Last semester I had a public speaking class and I made a mistake. We had to pick a topic and mine was Chuck E. Cheese. I didn't realize. No, but I thought it was just a one-time speech on whatever our topic was. Now, I failed to listen and hear that it's the entire semester's topic. I cannot tell you how difficult it was to rewrite the same speech about Chuck E. Cheese 4 times. It was tough stuff.
Yeah,
right.
No, I remember you telling the story. That's a good one.
What's going on, Folker, man? How do y'all changing it up tonight, huh? Yes, I know. I said I'm supposed to be building the LCAC. But I did promise Ezra that I'd finish building this minion because he watched Minion before he went to sleep. So it's the reason why I'm building this right now.
Tomorrow morning's gonna be like Christmas.
I know he's gonna love this. This is the reason why I'm building this before the LCAC. And to be fair, I've destroyed the LCAC by accident like at least 10 times since my last stream by accident. So I've had to rebuild it like 10 times. So that's the reason why I haven't been streaming it lately. Is because of that.
Nick said he got blacklisted from a McDonald's because he was crawling around in the tubes.
Nick who?
Brickhead family.
Yeah, with his kids.
Oh.
What's going on, Brickhead family?
I didn't know it was a reason yet.
I didn't see that. How you doing, dude?
Yeah, that's probably what would happen. We would probably get banned, but we'd have to pick probably a Tampa Bay McDonald's would be ideal to get banned from.
Tampa Bay.
Why Tampa?
No one likes Tampa. Okay, it's not that great.
I'm not. I'm kind of. I'm not. I'm fond of Tampa.
Yeah, you have the sentimental attachment, but look at it from a unbiased point of view.
Unbiased. They have an IKEA and Comic-Con.
Well, so does Orlando. No.
I don't know if they have either one.
Orlando has an IKEA. I know that. I've been there.
But do they have a Comic-Con?
Do they not have a Orlando Comic-Con? Don't you know?
I don't. I have no idea.
I don't either. I don't really care about Comic-Con, so that's my counterpoint.
24-hour challenge in Lego Island at Walmart. Build a Lego set for it.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Every morning, the guy in the Chewbacca suit is like, "What's up, Ryan?" Are we talking about the guy in the Chewbacca suit?
I think that's a different reference he's making.
I'm pretty sure. He's not in the know about Kool-Aid Man.
Actually, Doc, you might enjoy that video. I'll send it to you to watch later.
Oh, my God. Yes, Doc will love this video. Especially the beginning. Where the picture. I like the picture. That's all I have to say. It's not a topic for everyone. You might like it too, actually, Shy. But
I will send it to him as well.
Yeah, send it to me. Send it to me.
I'm afraid now.
I'm afraid.
It's a third party's opinion on a situation that has been developing recently?
Well,
Okay, I like the thumbnail. I see what you mean. Oh, I better wait a minute.
Yeah.
Turn it down.
I mean, you don't need to watch it now. Just later enjoyment.
it's a quarter movie worth of content.
Oh yeah, it's
It's a
half
big
an
one.
hour. It's half an hour. Yeah. Okay.
He said be prepared to pay $3,000 for trademarks and copyrights for what? What's he?
I
What is
don't
the-
know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'm lost. Is he talking about our McDonald's? I mean, my McDonald's video idea. Sorry,
Probably.
I don't want to confuse ownership here.
I don't know what he's,
Definitely
I'm
mine.
not sure what he's talking about.
I mean, that makes sense.
Doc, there's a comment by Big Tanks. I think you should read that.
All right, in Washington, have a good night, man.
Okay.
Thanks for
See,
coming by.
a pretend disease is a really bad disease that is sweeping the world.
Aw, dang it, he knew. Dang.
What is it? What is
I mean,
it?
I mean,
It's
wasn't that funny in 2018?
It's no, well, it would have been funny if you would have said it because you were classified as an old man.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I was
Who's
hoping.
making these classifications?
Well, his age.
Wow. What's going on, Bricks in Lithuania?
I've never.
Did you guys see his new
I've never been
CMX
up to
series?
New York for a convention.
Bricks
No,
Lithuania?
I haven't.
Yeah.
He was talking about it
He
in
showed
something
some
the
of them
other
on
day.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it posted yesterday or a few hours ago.
Doc's definitely slowing down. He isn't as sharp as he used to be 3 months ago.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, did you make that animated clip?
I need a story.
I don't
And
think you
once
needed
I have
a
a
story.
story, I'll need you to record dialogue.
Oh
Go
god.
all out.
I do want to do Toy Fair next year, stud. So that's on the table. If I can do New York Toy Fair, I just need Lego to invite me. Just want to.
Hey, Shy,
I wanna
someone's
do
asking
that.
if you want to joke.
Oh,
do I
God.
want? Do I
You
want
know
a
it's gonna be
joke?
bad. You know it's gonna be bad.
I mean, why not? Go for it.
Jeez.
I would
Let's
think you
do
need to start asking about something like that now, just instead of waiting until the last minute to get into that New York Toy Fair. Wouldn't you have to sign an NDA and everything too? Because you get to
I don't
see,
know.
you know,
I do want to see the cool
stuff.
stuff, though.
Yeah,
If
you know what I
I
mean?
want to see it.
Well, if it's like the other fairs in similar vein, you have to
Well,
be a
there is a
retailer to
special
go in the
room.
back room.
Well, I'm sure you could, if the Lego group decides, you could make exceptions, and they
Right.
should be making exceptions, but
But
they don't.
you maybe if your name was more along the lines of
No. Just do a rhyming name with what you're about to say, so that we don't have to say anyone in particular.
Hollid.
Really? They'd let that guy in over Ryan? Wow.
Probably.
Well,
I mean,
I can't
based on
figure
the
out who
stuff
it is.
they pay for him to do.
That was just a rhyming name. It could be anybody.
Okay, but what about? I mean, like the bug guy. What's his name? Just Too Good.
The bug guy.
Isn't? I mean, I would think he's more popular than Angry
He has
Man.
the same opportunities.
Angry Man.
Little Angry Man. That's what I call him.
Wow.
Where does that come from?
That's just what he is.
Marching band boy, get the
an
one.
angry little man.
That's funny. He's an angry elf. What a good movie.
The person asking if you want a joke says knock knock.
Oh no.
Oh god.
I'm afraid. Who's there?
It's gonna be drawn out. It's gonna take like 7 minutes for us to get the answer.
Who's there?
Yo, mama.
Okay, bed who?
Bed who?
Oh, if you're gonna tell me to go to bed, I want you to know I am a grown adult and I can make my own decisions until my mom says otherwise.
What time is it in your time zone? It is 11:44 p.m. on the West Coast.
Night is young.
The night is young. So is there anything interesting in the Lego world? Because I didn't watch any video today.
Mickey
felt
and
much.
Minnie.
Mickey and Minnie.
I wouldn't even call that interesting.
The price is definitely interesting.
How much
Do
is it?
you think Lego purposefully overprices things to get people to talk about them?
Oh, here's the answer. Go to bed. Haha, Sans, just so you rage.
I don't think that's the right.
Is that
I don't think that was his joke
That's not
originally.
how it works.
that? I don't get it. I hope that wasn't the ending to that.
It was a bad joke. It's already not funny.
No, there's a Mickey mini set which looks pretty great, but
Does
It
it?
does look good, yeah.
Is it- are they official images?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Well, image.
Image. So it's one picture.
Sure.
I mean, that's all I saw.
no, I mean it looks like an actual statue you'd buy at a Disney store.
Oh yeah, no, it totally looks like a Disney World product. Yeah.
You know, it looks great. But Disney price tag is not great.
How much is it?
180.
$180 for how many pieces?
God. They don't look that cool now.
We don't know
Like,
how many
holy-
pieces.
I will try to find out.
I mean, is it worth the price point? Like, is the
I don't
build
think
that
so.
amazing?
I mean, it looks great,
The
but
build looks pretty good, but
I don't even think.
I think it's gonna really
appeal.
appeal. It's obviously gonna appeal to the adult, Disney.
It's a Disney. It's strictly for them. This is who it's targeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like your aunt that likes the Minions way too much, that kind of person.
What's your favorite Brickmania set? The CHE 53 Super Stallion.
It's not even big enough to be that. I don't know. It does not look big enough to be like that.
It does look small. I agree. There's a reason a lot of people don't seem to like the price on it, but
I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't seem like how big. Like, does it look big or is it?
I mean, it looks good. It just doesn't look big. I'll try to
Could
find.
be worth $180.
no, it's not. It is grossly expensive.
Yeah, it's like 2 brickheads tall.
Oh, really?
I mean,
Yeah, it might be bigger than that.
maybe a little bit tall. I don't know, because the ears are just those round plates that are only 4 studs across.
Let me find this photo. I don't even know why
6
I
studs.
just have it. Can I search it up on Google?
It's on Instagram on the Lego
On Instagram?
Leaks.
Oh, Lego Leaks. Okay, hold on.
Your number one news source for Lego
Yeah, of course.
related content.
That hashtag is a spam. There's so many people.
Oh yeah, I had a great idea today to just completely ruin Lego Leaks for good. Next, if I ever do an Instagram giveaway and you have to I don't think I've ever done the thing where you have to repost something, but if I do one, I'm gonna do it so you have to repost the picture and I'll make you use hashtag Lego Leaks so you can't win, and it's gonna be ruined. my evil plan.
The set's 180 euros. It'll probably be like $160 then.
Oh, well, maybe
This looks
people
pretty
are
cool.
reacting here a little early on than at $180.
Well, still 160 is kind of still a bit much.
Isn't there a side build other
Well,
than the
yeah.
2 figures too?
Yeah,
There
there's
is,
like
yeah,
a camera and
there's a little camera on there.
It looks
cool.
good. It's just,
I wouldn't spend $180 for that though. It looks pretty big. It doesn't. It has. What is in the bottom? It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2. Looks like 30 studs across for the base.
it's not a bad or not a tiny set by any means. It's cool.
No, I mean I wouldn't spend $180 on that, but
Yeah, I mean that might be something that you have to see in person, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Holy crap, that is cool!" You
yeah,
know?
Yeah, you could say that about any Lego set though.
that's true.
Yeah, especially without a size comparison or something too. It's just kind of like you're just like in your mind, you're like it's small when it could actually be, a lot bigger when you see it in person. I'd pay $26.
That's what my girlfriend said. I'm done.
The joke is he doesn't actually have a girlfriend.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Kind of disappointed. It was one of those bills and not a line of Disney sets, not princess dolls.
Oh.
What does he mean? Like the train and castle, or
Cinderella. I don't know.
Not for 180 bucks.
euros?
Oh, it's 180 euros?
Yeah. So probably 160.
And the euro price includes their taxes, so $200 to 180 euros.
Oh yeah, that's right. The dollar's worth
so
less.
probably,
oh crap! I had it backwards.
Probably $180. They're usually pretty close.
Ah boy, man.
I'm
Well-
not buying it. It's a definite no for me.
Well, I know what you can spend your Lego money on next quarter.
Oh yeah, actually. Maybe.
Unless you want to get that educational set.
Well, that's only one quarter. When's the next virtual news?
Yeah, right?
Probably tomorrow. It's already done.
Oh, yay.
Oh, it's already done. What if we just pause drama on here and then you have to redo it?
That would just be in the next one.
No, if you want to be top of the line
That's
news,
gonna
you
be
have to be
yesterday's
breaking
news,
news.
though,
Yeah, well, I think this other one will be too, just because it's been 4 days.
Who's
Well,
featured in your news?
Will I make a feature in this next one?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Oh yeah,
I
wait a
make a
minute.
feature?
You're in the quick headlines. Oh yeah, Ryan, I cover your story.
What's my story?
Well, I
Gotta
don't
wait
want-
to find out.
What's my story? I need to know.
You gotta wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, wait, yeah. What is it that you always tell people? Watch my review.
Yeah. I didn't tell you that. I do want to know what my story is. What's the one sentence story? Get people in the door.
No, give him one word.
Jen.
Oh, that story. Oh yes. You'll see it on the podcast Sunday. It's at the very end. So if you don't care about the rest of it, just skip to the end. But we talk about it, and Justin very much disagrees. Justin thinks I'm reading into it too much.
I thought so too, but you'll see.
Yeah, I maybe, but I
Wait,
don't know.
What,
It seems
what
like
was
quite
the
a
one?
thing. What?
what was the one word hint?
Jang.
Yeah. Jang?
Because he wouldn't
no
say
idea.
my name. You haven't seen the video?
You sent me a video. If that's the same one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was from a live stream.
Okay. But I told you about that, didn't I, Doc?
Yeah.
Oh, I better get a
It was the day after.
No, I
it was.
I sent
There's
the
the day
Jang
after.
thing to Doc.
Yeah, it was the day after Ryan already asked me about it.
Well,
Oh.
then
Yeah.
never mind. Jeez. Ryan needs all the credit.
Well, he was first. That's a fact.
What are you gonna do, Sans?
What are you gonna do?
Rob
Snooze,
you.
lose. You took information I gave to you and divulged it to others.
Listen. My resources are private, and it's against the Geneva Code to share that.
Wow. Let's bring in world law into this.
I know, which we probably won't get correct anyway.
I
So
know.
Marching Band Boy wants to know if he should get the Tiger 131 or the Jagder Panther.
Get both.
The
Why is
Tiger
that?
131. Here, I'll bring it out for you. Hold on.
Because the Jagder Panthers they're both German tanks, aren't they? Because we Americans never had a tank called the Tiger, that I know of.
The Tiger 131. This is the Tiger 131.
That's definitely a cross, and if I recall correctly, the United States didn't use a whole lot of those for their war
No.
machines.
The Tiger 131 was the same tank used in the movie Fury. It's the last
Ooh.
functioning Tiger that's left in the world, let alone it's not original parts to make it function, but it still functions. So I got this to...
What do you mean it
Tiger tank.
still functions?
It still moves. Operates.
Still can drive around, I guess.
Yeah, the rest of the
Make like
Tigers...
custom tread or what?
I think they did some work to the engine to keep it moving, just because obviously parts aren't the same from way back when. But it's the last functioning Tiger left in the world. There are other Tigers still alive, but they're not functioning like this one. And this one's out of the Bovington Tank Museum that's in the UK, I believe. And I don't know, it's just a sick looking tank. It's not cheap, but it's a sick looking tank.
See you, Bill.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, it's in the movie. If you watch the movie Fury, that's the Tiger 131. It's a Tiger tank, but the nomenclature, like the name of the tank's 131. That's the tank that the Fury tank fought against. So,
I watched that movie.
did you like that movie?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Very unrealistic, but very cool nonetheless.
Yeah, and that one German girl is pretty hot as well.
Oh yeah. Too bad she didn't last long.
Yeah, well, sometimes you don't survive a building falling on you.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm surprised she looked good. Like she still looked good after it fell on her.
Definitely one of those people you look up after watching the movies.
You creeped her out.
I'm kidding, but yes, I did.
Stay for the credits. Where's her name? There she is.
No, you just
Girl
look up
crushed by
hot
building.
German girl from Fury.
Oh, okay. She comes right up.
Clearly, I'm not the only one curious.
I did it too. I did it too.
And the 5 points, that's an area somewhere.
And I only ever look them up to see if their age is near mine. Like, oh, hypothetically, what if I ran into them at the grocery store or something?
So you thinking that you can have a chance? Bricks,
No, absolutely not.
all sort of on my way to bed, but I thought I would drop by in anyways. All right. There we
It's
go.
more of a hypothetical. What if in an alternate universe I did have the courage to do something like that, and then I just go watch another movie and pretend like I'm not alone.
I mean, you could still do it in real life. The worst thing that would happen is you just get rejected.
Yeah,
But you get
say
rejected from someone like her, it won't feel as bad because she was probably going to reject
Well, you'll
you.
end up on TMZ because they'll be following her.
Yeah.
Especially if it was here in LA, for sure you will be followed by TMZ.
Small time YouTuber, Sans.
I
I've
don't even
had-
think that'd be given.
I've had to
It
pick
would
out
probably-
TMZ once on my old job.
That's too glorious of a title. It'd probably be like local creep pedophile
Local boy.
strikes
Yeah,
again.
I've removed TMZ from my old store a couple times because
Oh,
of celebrity. Yeah, I'll be like, hey, you can't film in here, and then I'll tell the celebrity to leave through the back, so that way they won't be bothered.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrity
What's the biggest name you ever had come through your store?
One of the
know.
Jackson children.
It's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah.
I've dealt with so many celebrities. It's like not even.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Starting to sound like Ryan. When you're this famous, you get
No, it's like that. When I used to work at Urban, like in LA, like in Melrose, like it got burnt down. If you watch the news, I used to get like
yeah, you think you sent those out?
yeah, I would get a weekly celebrity signing come inside the store like all the time, from anywhere TV shows to like
See,
big picture
you
ones,
should have been selling your security cam footage to TMZ.
right?
So you increase profits for the company.
Oh, dude, that would have been bad.
You could have worked your way up the ranks real quick.
Who's the largest? I don't know. Selena Gomez, Ariana Grande,
Ooh, I like her.
Penelope Cruz, Kate Beckinsale, Forrest Whitaker,
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Oh, so really nobody's.
I'm trying to
Any
think. Chris Brown.
YouTubers? Jake Paul?
A lot of YouTubers. A lot of them. They all live not too far.
The
from
Ace
my other
family?
store. The Ace family, yes. That I've
Oh
helped
my
them.
God.
Well, I mean, at my actual store that I left before I leaving for Lego. Yeah, the Ace families come over all the time. Oh, the Kardashians.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, they're always over.
I'm sorry, Shy. I apologize for America. On behalf of America, I'm sorry.
You decided to defend this country despite knowing that you are a true humble man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think much of them. Like, I really couldn't do much other than like just help them. I had to be professional as possible. I never fanboyed or like. Well, I mean, I tried to like help them out so I can work, so I can help them interact with them, but I didn't do anything else like get their autographs or take a photo or anything cool like that.
Steal some of their hair to put it in your worship shrine.
I mean, there were times when like me and the other people that's in the staff were like trying to hurry up and help specific people so that way they can help those those celebrities. That happened a lot.
Do you mind spitting into this cup for me? I would greatly appreciate it.
That's so wrong.
Well, no, I mean it's just to sell on eBay.
When Lindsay Lohan was still big, we had to shut down the store for her.
Oh wow.
Damn.
So,
I
well,
bet-
I mean, like we had her come in, I think an hour after opening, and then we shut it down just for her. But she had to spend enough money to justify that hour. If that makes sense.
So you well, wait. How
So
could you
she
just guarantee someone's going to spend money? Like they could just decide they don't like anything.
But then she still pays us that amount of money.
Right. Right to
What?
check for 10 grand or whatever.
think-
Like, there you go.
Well, I mean,
Someone
an hour after 10 o'clock at that time was only like, in that hour we would only make like a couple grand. So she would have to guarantee to spend a couple grand. That's it.
I'm sure someone of her status can just piss that away without a
Yeah,
second.
it was no. I mean, she did. She spent way more than she needed to, and it was definitely worth our time. So it
You
wasn't
ever
like
close a Lego store for someone?
that. No.
Damn.
You're not famous enough for that, Ryan.
Oh wait. Yeah, I had Lego Masters coming early. Remember? And I
Oh,
got in
that's
trouble
true.
for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but
And
that's not
they used it
one
against me.
person. That's like a whole TV crew. That's different.
It was just a Lego Master producer, the head producer, to be in fact.
Yeah. No one's going to recognize them.
Yeah, no one's gonna recognize them. I mean, the Lego Masters came in the store all the time. Nobody recognized them.
Oh
Just
yeah,
me.
I guess that was before the show though.
That was before the show. I took Sam's job away. He applied for the job. Samuel, hat maker, or what was his
I thought
last
you
name?
said Dan's job. I was. What did
Yeah,
I
I
do?
know. Sam, Ragsy and Sam. Like he applied for the job too, and I got it from him. And then I was gonna hire him in my staff, and then he never showed up for the interview. And then when he showed up with the rest of the Lego Masters, he told me why, and I was like, oh yeah, I would have done the same.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's not that. Shy, what's your bacon number?
What does that mean?
I'm not sure. How much bacon I eat every time I eat breakfast?
You eat
That might be
bacon
it.
for every breakfast meal?
No, that would be bad for my heart.
Well, just
And
low
you-
sodium bacon.
Oh yeah, it's ew.
Turkey bacon.
Yeah, which doesn't taste like bacon.
Well, no.
Might as well eat Canadian bacon while I'm at it.
Well, no. Okay, I enjoy turkey bacon, so if you're gonna talk crap about it, I won't do anything, but I'll definitely think about it. So keep that in mind. Yeah, that's a threat right there. How many contacts you have to Kevin Bacon? That's what he followed up with after Bacon number.
You know, that 6 stages of separation. It's just 6 stages of separation between you and any person on the planet. You just have to figure the right 6 links to be able to meet that person. They proved it. Some dude was able to
Really?
meet the president that way. Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's like everybody, you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
I know somebody.
Yep.
That's very interesting.
Huh.
And they made a whole game about, you know, Kevin Bacon. So you can, if Kevin Bacon's in a movie, you can six or less to get to what other actor or something. It's a game that they play.
That's kind of neat.
That's actually pretty cool.
Is it within 6 points or is it 6 points exactly?
It's within 6 points.
Okay, yeah, no, that definitely works out for everyone.
That's interesting, really. I never heard of that.
So it's someone you know that knows someone within 6 points, or
And then that person will know somebody that will know somebody that you could meet the president. If you just knew the right 6 people, you could.
If you knew the 6 ladder,
Yep.
like so no matter who, you're 6 people removed from meeting anybody in the
Yep.
world.
Anybody on the planet, yeah.
That's nuts.
Ryan,
Does
you were
this
my
count the
second
island
choice.
tribe?
I would think so too, because you know, Yeah, well, I don't know about
Talk to?
I don't know about that. You might be able to get the scientist
I
guy
don't know if
that
that
is
one
studying
counts.
them with
Yeah,
the binoculars.
New Guinea is kind of secluded, so maybe not every person,
Well,
but
it could get you in that, you could probably find somebody that could get you to the jungle, and then you would have to go walking in the
Right.
jungle and meet that whatever, the native.
wow.
I don't think you're gonna meet them.
Yeah, I
No.
don't really
They
want to
might
meet
kill
anybody.
you.
Yeah.
There are a lot of tribes in New Guinea that still regularly practice cannibalism, so I'm going to take a hard pass on that one.
Yeah, have you seen that island? There's that little island right
That's
off
what
of
I'm talking about. The
off,
island.
off of India, and it's just kind of like, holy crap. They're still cavemen. They're like, super tribal, and nobody's ever been on the island. You're not even allowed to go there.
Yeah.
Someone's
that's a good
asked,
one if you've never watched anything about that.
someone says, what is the fuss with Jake Paul? Because I have been hearing people talk about him recently. What is your, how recent is recently for you, sir?
You talking about me or you talking about Martian Band Boy?
Yeah, I'm curious to know what his scope of recently is.
Yeah, because I thought the Suicide Force was the last time they were really big in the news.
That was
that
like
was
2-3 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't there a fake wedding or something
A real
I think so.
wedding, yeah.
that people paid for and the stream didn't work?
There's also the
I don't
boxing.
remember that.
matches.
The boxing matches, honestly, I enjoy watching those. Gonna be honest.
Did you pay to watch them?
I paid to watch the first one, I think.
Wow. You are supporting the problem.
Is there a problem?
Right. I mean,
It's a problem.
Make America great again.
Huh.
It costs no more than a Baby Yoda plush. All right. It was worth it.
Am I supposed to know who John Mayer is?
John Mayer. Yeah, I'm
He's
cracking up.
He's a singer.
Now
You
he
know
wants
John
Katy.
Mayer?
Now he wants Katy Perry back. Too late. She wrote that song about him. Wasn't there an entire album after she broke up with them? It was just like, okay, here we go.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Oh, so Falkerman or somebody who went to jail recently.
Jake Paul may be facing jail time because he was technically a part of the rioting and looting.
I heard or saw somewhere that the pictures of him being arrested were faked.
Really?
I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I wouldn't.
Look at the pictures. They look so fake.
I don't really follow much about his stuff. It kind of pisses me off.
I don't know. I just kind of saw it in passing.
Yeah, I don't. It's just everybody talked about it so much. It's hard to not see something about it.
That's true.
If you want to talk about real YouTube money, whoo boy.
What?
The Paul brothers.
Yeah, if you thought I'd buy a lot of Lego sets. Jeez.
Yeah. That's why you'll never have their money. You're the wrong market.
Not until I try to stay in a McDonald's play place overnight. Yo, that would actually be sick and disgusting.
24-hour challenge.
But that's a good video. That has to be a video, right? I'm looking it up. Someone has to have done that. This has to be it. If it's not a thing, YouTube has not reached its full potential.
Well, if it is a thing, do you think it's a thing at a Chick-fil-A? Because they also have play places.
Right. No, McDonald's is the trashier place, and it's the place to do it. Play Place 24. Play Place 24-hour. Oh, challenge. Of course it's a thing. 3 years ago, we are behind the times.
Dang.
Gone wrong 3 years ago as well.
Of course it's gone wrong. How else are you supposed to get people to watch?
I'm gonna binge watch a couple of these tonight, I think.
Oh Lord.
Look what you did.
Let's just skip through and see. It's quite a concept. It's
Yeah, but-
well, this video has 600,000 views. One of them has 7 million.
Dude.
I
Oh,
would
3
imagine
million.
it's executed the exact way I'm thinking it was. Very unoriginal and same as everybody else's 24-hour challenge.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, Marfan20's here. Did we say hi?
Squidman said there's a 24-hour play place challenge gone sexual, I see.
Good.
How, though?
I don't.
Wait.
Well, that's
Now I'm
bad,
curious.
actually.
How much would it cost to rent out a McDonald's for 24 hours? Or rather, just the play section of a McDonald's?
Well, probably
You
not
know-
much right
I
now.
know we used to do it for birthday parties. I don't know if that's still an option, but that's definitely a way to make a video.
The Mick play place, the ultimate place to have a birthday party.
I always wanted one there.
That would have been sweet. Having my 21st birthday at McDonald's.
And bring your own booze.
That'll be actually pretty funny. And could be pretty sick.
They spent a lot of good video ideas tonight.
Okay, Squidman, I don't know what your obsession with Chuck E. Cheese is, but it's not an option. They're not even open for 24 hours.
But that's, I mean, you hide. I mean, the McDonald's interior is not open 24 hours.
I don't know. I don't
Which
think
is
I'd want to
actually a
hide.
hindrance because at
Not-
McDonald's, they're still there to see you if you're.
Now I
Walking
really want
around.
McDonald's, guys. I really appreciate it.
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of animatronics, and I'm definitely not a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. But those two things put together, 24 hours at night,
I think I'm going to McDonald's after this. I could afford to eat that those calories right now, so I'm down, I guess.
So you guys, all of our 24-hour McDonald's all close at midnight.
Really?
Yeah. Because
Oh
of the whole-
yeah. When I was up there, that pissed me off.
I know, it was just kind of like it's the drive-through. As long as you do the safe practices crap, it should be able to be 24 hours. But
Oh, I mean, like in general, or is that right now?
that's just right now.
Oh, because when I was up there training, I don't know if you remember, I was trying to find somewhere to eat, and everything was closed. And I was like, dude, because I got there so late.
Yeah, where were you in Seattle?
What's the city north of Seattle? Where the other Lego stores at?
that's North Seattle.
There's
No, it's probably
there's
Canada.
Linwood. There's the Linwood Lego store at the Aldwood Mall.
It's in a really nice mall with no food court.
Okay, those two things.
Wait,
That's
That-
South. I'm like, that's South Center.
No, hold on now. A mall that's really nice, and it doesn't have a food court. Those don't
No,
exist.
it doesn't have a food court because the owner of the mall feels that it's very tacky.
That's the whole.
There's
Yeah.
food options, but there's just no food court. Like,
That's
food
that
spread
is
out.
a ridiculous statement, and I hope that mall closes.
It's a really nice mall.
At South Center, it's been here forever. It's the
Yeah.
premier destination mall. It's been the first mall in that state. It's like not going nowhere.
Yeah, it's a nice mall. I
The
will say.
one without the food court.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no food court.
I
The food's just scattered everywhere. You just instead of just being one
That-
central location, it's just
the
scattered.
whole
everywhere.
point of the food court is so you don't have to go around looking for it, and everybody can eat whatever they want. There are options.
No one cares about a mall food court.
Clearly, he doesn't know how to run a business, and clearly, you're about to get hit by my friend.
Sam, you could open a mall right next to it with a food court and put them out of business.
That's my only form of advertisement. Sure, malls are dying nationwide, but this one has a food court.
All the other malls have food courts. I mean, the one at Alderwood's got a premier food court, and it's got actually outside restaurants that surround the mall.
Yeah, that mine does as well. But
So you
my
can
mall
walk
also
around
has
and
a food
everything.
court with a Chick-fil-A inside. So
You have a mall with a
Ooh.
Chick-fil-A? Wait,
we
wait,
got,
hold on.
we got
You have
P.F. Chang's in
a-
ours.
You have a
Don't
mall?
forget Auntie Anne's.
I know there are
Yeah.
enough people in Ohio for a mall.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know you guys had malls there. I thought it was just like a
There's a
Walmart
mall,
in the middle of nowhere. But
I want to feel offended, but I know it's true, so I
now,
can't.
could you
really.
potentially have a food truck at your mall by chance? I'm
I
sure you
don't-
could work out a contract with a local
Yeah,
food
I'm
truck
not sure how
operator.
the
Right.
restaurants in and around the area would feel about that, since it'd be taking away potential business.
oh,
And you don't like in California, there are places you can go where food trucks will be always.
always, yeah.
And
Always.
they
Yeah,
jockey
well,
for position. Do you have a place like that in Ohio?
seeing since Ohio is frozen half the year, that's not really a
No.
not
super
a thing.
strong option.
I mean,
No.
we
You
have
could
them up
build
here.
a food truck out of ice.
Yeah, I mean, all the Mexican food trucks up here have their own locations.
Mhm.
It's
they have
not
their-
the
Better idea.
unwillingness of the owners
Same
of
here.
the trucks to set up.
Food sled pulled by reindeer.
Right. It's
That'll
not
be
the unwillingness
cool.
of people to go work. It's the unwillingness of people to go outside in snow to go get a sandwich.
Well,
Oh,
you
because
bring it to the
it doesn't
people,
matter
like
what
an
kind
ice
of
cream
weather
truck.
out here. People line up for a Mexican food truck. I mean, they put out their own awnings in the wintertime just to keep the rain off of people, but people will stand in
Right.
line.
So what you're saying is when it's winter, it rains. When it's winter here, everything's frozen in 6 feet of snow. It's not really.
Yeah, I know,
I don't
but you would
believe
think that you'd be used to it. Like people in Minnesota go walking around in the wintertime like it ain't no thing. They don't close anything because it's
you would
cold.
think, however,
And it's like, what?
yeah, well,
How do you make
and-
money in the wintertime? Does the whole state close down? I mean, what goes on?
no, but most places aren't outside to get food, and so most trucks shut down during the winter.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so there's a season.
So that's
know
when they
what that
switch to
season is.
catering, I guess.
There's other things that can be done, but I'm no expert on the topic, so this is
Okay.
mostly just speculation.
Sans, you
Speculation.
do seem to know a lot about food trucks.
You
from
know,
what you've been saying,
I'm just
though.
a
I
very
find that odd.
knowledgeable person.
Can anyone else in the chat explain how Sans would know so much about food trucks?
The Lego set, I collect them all.
He likes eating at them? I mean,
Yeah, no.
Possibly. It is weird that he says he doesn't have a job. Do you think he owns one?
I just remember they used to be called roach coaches.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Those are fair trucks. Entirely different, sir. Entirely different.
Well, usually they just served cold sandwiches and they had hot coffee. That was about the only thing anybody cared about.
Well, no, those are a thing as well. But those go out of business, sir.
Good, sir.
Okay.
Call him a roach coach. I should feel offended.
Well, that's what we used to call them on the military base. They drive up.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's true. I agree with that statement.
Yeah, roach coach is nothing like a food truck.
No.
Food truck has actual options.
Chick-fil-A
That's
does
pretty
give
wild.
out toys, but not like McDonald's. And it's not nearly as often. If you want to go to a fast food place with a sad toy selection, check out Wendy's. It is barren.
I will say I don't obviously care about the toy selection for Wendy's, but until like a week and a half ago, I thought Wendy's was bad, and it has gained my trust back.
Wendy's
love
is
Wendy's.
my favorite fast food
Wendy's-
burger
Wendy's
place.
It's pretty good.
It's really
Well,
good.
better
I
than
just get the
McDonald's.
chicken, but
That's right. You only eat chicken.
That's right. And it's like, I want to know what
Chicken
happened
man.
that he hates burgers. I mean, like
I know he doesn't
burgers
eat burgers.
is so American. It's so picnic. So 4th of July. So
This is the guy that also goes to like Buffalo Wild Wings and doesn't get any wings.
I get a pretzel and then I get the chicken tenders with fries. It's
Yeah,
pretty
you know what I
good.
mean? Like
you don't even
chicken
get
tenders.
boneless. Wow, I am.
that's like my brother going to a Chinese restaurant and ordering a steak. You just look at him. You're like, he's like, what? It's huge, and it is. You order a steak at a Chinese restaurant, it is gigantic. It is like Jesus Christ.
Wait, why would you go to a Chinese restaurant that doesn't offer food through a buffet?
What?
I mean,
That's the thing where you're at?
Through a buffet, I'm just kind of like, wow, no. A real Chinese restaurant, you sit down, they bring you menus, and there's a secret Asian menu that you can order.
You
off
can talk
too.
crap about the state I live in, the profession I may or may not be a part of, but as soon as you start wearing down on Chinese buffets, that is the line has been crossed.
That's
line
like what
has
the
been crossed.
Royal Fork. Is that still a thing?
I'm talking about food that served on platter. What are you going on about? Forks.
The Royal Fork is one of those places where you go in and then you pick up a tray and you pick your own plate and forks and whatnot, and then you wander around the place and scoop food onto your plate.
A buffet.
And then you pay per plate or whatever. Yeah, see that's
Wait, no.
That's
one flat rate per person. You go in and pay $12. You come out 12 pounds heavier.
Yeah,
That is
no.
what
See,
I'm talking. Not
no.
what
Chinese restaurant, you go inside, the maitre d' sits you down, you get
no, that's
a
a normal
menu.
restaurant,
You
and
get-
that's
no.
disgusting.
No, that's how you eat Chinese food.
No, okay, listen, as a white American, I think I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, you come up here, you won't find a Chinese restaurant like that because nobody eats it like that.
You're telling me there is a Chinese buffet in the
It's
state
just
of Washington.
Not that I know of. All Chinese restaurants I know of, you sit down, just like all Japanese restaurants, you sit down, Korean restaurants, you sit down, Italian restaurants, you sit down, everything, you sit down.
So you're gonna sit down if you.
Yeah, you go to a restaurant, you sit down. I mean, it's just like, why would you go to a restaurant to wander through a buffet that people can choke and cough on? It's like, no. Asian people are clean. It's like, no. Why would you? That's got to be some sort of American run.
Ton of buffets in Washington State, just like there are a ton of them all over the nation. Doc, clearly you were not researched on the finer things in life.
That's just nasty. That's just like, what's that Mongolia grill?
Nasty. That's a part of the fun.
No, that's not fun.
Oh,
White people might think that's fun, but no.
No, white people.
No.
I'm offended. I don't know what I'm offended about, but I am
eat a
offended.
grilled chicken. You can't be offended by anything. You don't have a taste palate.
I mean, he couldn't eat anything at the Asian restaurant, anything, because
I don't know. They have
White rice.
white rice. You could have the rice. Well,
I'm serious.
what about the chicken dishes?
Orange chicken?
Is just too much nonsense on it?
General Sal's?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my God! How do you eat? I don't get it. If I only ate what little you do, I would go crazy.
Okay.
I don't get it.
That's the response. Yeah.
It's like, need variety.
Yeah.
I do.
Ryan can get water at a Chinese restaurant. Yeah, you can get the tea too.
No, I will not eat that.
I like Taco Bell. Good, like, especially when you're buzzed or drunk.
It's way better than
it
deserves
of course.
to be.
I love the Taco Bell. You could buy that giant package. It's got like 20 crunchy tacos in it.
I'm really hungry.
Okay, Doc,
just sit down and see how many you can eat.
Doc, you can't actually tell me that you prefer crunchy tacos than soft tacos from Taco Bell.
Yeah, I get the crunchy tacos from Taco Bell. If I want a soft taco, I go to Taco Time.
What you're speaking nonsense to me. What is Taco Time?
Taco Time is a regional taco restaurant.
Regional? Okay, you have the line.
Yeah, so if I want soft tacos, I'll go there.
No.
Because Taco Bell is for crunchy tacos. And then they got that pizza thing on the crunchy tostada thingy.
Hard tacos are not worth it from Taco Bell. They shatter in your hands like glass. It's more.
That's why they have that wrapper that's around them.
I don't know.
I get the dollar section.
Tacos. I love those.
I mean, and they only take like 2 bites or something to, to eat one of the tacos. Yeah.
Taco Bell's getting really pricey, though, I will say.
Have you heard of the $5 fill-up?
No.
What's that?
Well, it's $5 for a meal, and let me tell you,
I get the Dorito Supreme tacos. That's what I get. Those are like
Doritos. Oh my God!
Yeah, I love those. They're so good. They're so good.
Yes, the side of Baja Blast. Disgusting.
Baja Blast is okay, actually.
No, stop it.
That's the only time I get it is when I'm at Taco Bell.
Yeah,
that's
right.
the only place they sell it.
I thought you could buy it in the bottles at the grocery store.
Sometimes I guess they're available.
Yeah, because they have the special flavors in the summertime or whatever it is Mountain Dew does.
Ugh.
Wow. Now I'm gonna have some difficulty trying to figure out what to eat after the stream.
What time does Taco Bell close? Do they close because of this? If not,
Oh, no, it's closed already. Taco Bell's closed for us now. McDonald's is still open though.
Our Taco Bell's open till 1 a.m.
Yeah.
I would love to.
How about
I
3:30?
feel weird going. You see, it's to me 3:30 a.m. is too early to go get food, or too late now. I would rather wait 3 hours and get breakfast.
Well,
That's my.
you
my
also
cutoff.
are only willing to eat 5 things.
True.
Well, you got to go to
Well,
Jack in the Box
you
because
don't-
they serve the whole menu all day.
Mm-hmm. McDonald's is too.
Yeah.
Oh, not right now because of the virus. They're slow down.
There are no chicken tenders anywhere. Because of that. That's BS.
No, it's really
Brian's angry.
it's pricey and not everywhere for everything, not just restaurants.
Yeah, we were running out of milkshakes up here. It was insane.
Snaps.
All the fast food places you pull up and they have on the menus, they have sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. You're like, really?
Oh, we're not sold
The
out.
the supply chain is that lagging?
Yeah, we aren't sold out of milkshakes in the area, but they close at 8. I found that out today at 8:05.
Wow, that's early.
That sucks.
Well,
Yeah.
when we first moved up here, the only thing open on Sunday was 7-Eleven. Everything was closed. The grocery stores, everything.
Right. Is that when you came over on the Mayflower?
Wow.
No, that was back into the 80s or whatever. It wasn't until people started moving up here from California
Yeah, sorry.
that California people are like, why is shit not open after 8 o'clock? I mean, at 8 o'clock in the evening, on a weekday, everything was closed. Gas stations, everything. And California people are like, why is crap closed? There are swing shift people. It's just like, hello.
One thing I do miss about being up there when I was there for like a split second is your coffee.
Oh, it's everywhere. You can't
Your
trip
coffee
without.
choices are amazing. Literally.
Oh, yeah. And then they're trying, all kinds of new crazy combinations all the dang time. They're like, try this.
What's that other large coffee company that's up there?
There's a whole bunch because there's Tully's.
Yeah, I tried that.
And the funny thing about Tully's, they bought the old Rainier Brewing building, which is right next to the freeway. So if you drive off of the freeway, the actual top of this building, 2 floors, the building sticks up right next to the freeway. So you could technically crash into this building if you were crazy or whatever. But it had this giant R that was on the top of the building, and it had been there forever. Tully's took it down, and it was almost a riot. They put they put their T up there and replaced it. Oh my God, the city, they had to put the R back up. Even though, they don't brew Rainier there. They make coffee there, but they had to put the R back up because the city was like, that's a landmark. It has to go back.
Have a good one, Croco Boy.
Where did you see this information of fried mayonnaise balls in Ohio? I wouldn't necessarily call myself an expert, but I definitely have a little bit of experience with the state. And I'm a pretty avid fair goer, and I have not come across that abomination you're talking about.
Yeah, how would you even get it to stay together when you flopped it in the oil? It would just...
I guess you would freeze it and then bread it and then fry it, but the shell, I don't know. Well, I guess it would be hard enough, but I don't know why you'd want to eat hot, creamy that doesn't sound very appetizing.
It doesn't sound very. Hey, Enrique, get the one with the 2 minifigs, the Ranger edition, because there's 2 minifigs. Can you see my Easy 8? I have to get it down. It's up in the city somewhere, just so Ezra wouldn't play with it.
Again, Brickbinder, I'm a pretty big person in Ohio. Well, not big person, but I know about Ohio, and I've never seen that before. So this is kind of slanderous, if you ask me.
Who said what and what now? Do what?
Fried mayonnaise balls. I am not familiar with it.
Yeah, that just, I don't know. It just sounds disgusting. Like
fried mayonnaise?
Yeah.
I don't.
One of the sushi restaurants, low tier sushi restaurants that my wife and I go to all the time. We actually went today. Well, I got some today after leaving work. One of the dishes is called a dynamite roll, which in every sushi spot's different, but theirs is they get mayonnaise and they fry it on top of a California roll, and it's actually really delicious.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
he's saying
fried
fried
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise balls. Like I don't know about that.
I mean, technically, it's a fried mayonnaise ball.
Yeah, but you're eating it on sushi with other things. That's
Right.
True.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
that-
condiment, not a.
right. It adds to the flavor of what is already in.
Yeah. Yeah, true. True that.
And it's at the fair, so they give you a little paper cup thing filled with mayonnaise balls, and they'd pour some sort of sauce on it, like more mayonnaise probably, and hand it to you.
More mayo.
You're like, really?
Okay, so you're saying someone at a football game offered you some fried food. That's not an accurate representation of an entire state, I wouldn't think.
Big tanks get the Easy 8 over the Pershing. I would recommend that.
So it's offered fried mayo balls at an Ohio State Michigan game.
Right.
So maybe at the stadium, it's something that they're trying.
No, I would imagine that was something in like the parking lot someone offered him, and that's probably just a code name for crystal meth or something.
at the tailgate.
CT Data, I don't have any single Panzers, German Panzers in my collection. I just have this one Tiger.
Arguably one of the most famous tanks in history, and you don't have one? Wow.
Look, I was going to get a Panzer, but like I'm not a fan of the Panzer tank over the Tiger tank. What I really want is the King Tiger tank, which I slept on, and I'm stupid for not getting it. But aside for that,
Is it retired?
it's retired. Yeah, they're not going to make it again.
You have
It's-
connections. I'm sure you could get one.
True. I probably could. Maybe. I don't know. It's a $500 tank. I'd rather buy other stuff.
Oh. How? And it's minifig scale.
Yeah. Well, they all are.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the price per piece on that?
$1.50.
Huh. Ooh.
Jag D Panther. Yeah, I should. I should get the Jag D Panther.
Is that how you pronounce it, Jag D?
Yeah, Jag D.
Fonker man hated my pronunciation. Duchess. So that's some sort of restaurant, huh? I don't get it. It's good, but it's not life-changing.
Ouch.
Hey, what's going on, Jar of Bricks? You've got me whole. You got me whole. I eat my breakfast. I got your attention when you eat breakfast. Well, good morning.
Coronavirus
to you.
is taking more than you might have initially realized. The local CC's closed. It's hard. It's rough.
What's the CC's?
It's a
Yeah, they
pizza thing.
don't. The Pershing and the Easy 8 use Lego track links, so they should stock those.
It's terrible food. It really is, but it's endless amounts of terrible food, which is right up my alley.
Oh.
And their apple pie pizza was pretty.
Yes, I know it's pronounced Yag because for the J is Yag, but I just call it Jag because J is J. But yeah, in German, Jag Panther. Yeah.
Somebody said something about an apple pie pizza.
Yeah, CC's had it. It was
damn.
pretty good for what it was. It didn't have normal pizza sauce. It just had dough and then cinnamon and frosting and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a giant cookie pizza up here.
No, that's a giant cookie.
Yeah, basically, but they call it a pizza because they try to make
Yeah.
it look like a pizza.
Pizza? We're talking about pizza now?
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Reminds me of the adage, don't pee on me and tell me it's raining.
What the hell?
I mean, don't sell me a cookie and tell me it's a pizza.
What's on the dessert
I
menu?
mean, that's like Chicago deep dish pizza. You're selling me
That's
not pizza.
That is a pizza, just a different kind.
What?
No, at some point it's not pizza anymore, right?
So what would you
Like,
call it
There's
then?
too much sauce. I don't know. Like
Too much- It's
Oh,
you lose
Brian
the
would hate
proportion,
all
it
these
becomes
LA
something else.
It's a calzone without a top.
you're
right,
a
sure.
calzone without a top.
At what point is it one thing or the other?
do you like margarita pizza?
What is?
You're asking Ryan, the guy that eats chicken, goldfish, pizza roll,
I
and
eat
hot
cheese
pockets.
pizza
If you like something
indiscriminately.
different.
Maybe you might like margarita pizza then.
What is
He just-
margarita
he
pizza?
just said,
Oh, is it the one that's like white splotches?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No.
And the white splotches is cheese, though, right?
yeah, it's just.
No.
I'm
Why would I
not
do that?
really-
Why would you ruin good pizza?
Oh my god,
That's oh my god.
you would hate all
You're
the
refusing to give it the life it deserves.
What topping do you have? Oh, that's right. You don't have toppings.
So he just has cheese pizza?
Not even
Yeah.
pepperoni.
Like a 4-year-old.
No.
Do you eat pork?
I eat pork chop.
Okay.
Not like the salty pig pork or whatever.
Do you eat bacon?
Ham or whatever. No.
You don't eat bacon? Wow,
No.
I'm surprised.
Really?
You shouldn't be.
Your life is so boring.
You don't know
Food wise, I do.
that. I happen to enjoy the foods I eat.
You're like a cornflake.
Speaking of which, I do have some cornflakes out in the thing.
Oh my
They're
god.
good.
Wait,
Plain
just
cereal
cornflakes?
is best here. Well, no, I have some Cheerios and some Rice Krispies.
Honey Nut Cheerios or just Cheerios?
I think both.
You were the whitest person
I also
think
do
I've ever
the
met.
multi-grain Cheerios from time to time that come in the purplish box. Those are pretty good. And they look healthy.
They look healthy.
What are
I
you,
don't know.
50?
They must be.
All right, so what should I get after this? McDonald's or Jack in the Box? Because those are the only
You
two
should
things.
try
I
to get some Cheerios.
Oh, I say Jack in the Box. You got a better choice.
That's what I'm
I've
saying.
never had Jack in the Box, so I say do that.
And they got that
I would
munchie
s-
meal. You know, it's a good
Yeah.
deal. It's packed with crap.
I walked 17.8 miles today.
Shy, you work at the post office, right?
Yes.
You think you could send me an order of Jack in the Box?
Yeah. Like right now, right?
Overnight it.
Well, I
Overnight.
mean, it doesn't not
It'd be
necessarily
disgusting.
today, but soon.
Food.
Welcome back, Bricks of Lithuania.
Also, hello, Doc's mother.
Yeah, right.
Right,
Doc's
rather, Khan's mother.
Stud Cities can't eat cereal anymore.
What?
Yeah, something to do with kidney stones.
Oh.
No, not even that. Do mailmen get discounts on shipping? No, we don't. We don't get any discounts at all with shipping.
No employee discount? What the hell?
Nothing. Not
Wow.
even on stamps.
Damn, that's cold blooded.
It is cold.
Which is a stamp now.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't?
I
You're
don't know. I don't
Probably
know.
like
in-house
60 cents.
expert.
He doesn't work in the.
Oh yeah, I don't work at the. Dude, I
Man
deliver
on the
mail,
street.
dude.
You should know everything about your career and profession. This is
Wow, am I disappointing you? I'm sorry.
kinda, yeah. You can't even tell me how much a stamp is. What do you expect me to Google it?
60 or 70 cents or
How much
something?
is a stamp?
70 cents. Oh my god! What?
55 cents as of January 2019.
There
That
you
is outrageous. I can't even buy two of those.
That's 59 Japanese yen, 48 euro cents. 12 Mexican pesos. That is a lot of pesos.
Oh my god! I could buy like 3 stamps in Mexico. Whew.
Thanks, Big Tanks. Thank you. CT Data says, Shai, do you like the Panther tanks? Because if so, there is a $300 listing on eBay. No, not going on eBay right now. That's not happening.
300. That's
Very
a price per
dangerous
piece on that.
I've already lost 3 listings to the set that I've been trying to get, so I'm kind of pissed. Damn.
Maybe you should do what Ryan is doing and swear off eBay until you inevitably fail it in 3 weeks.
That's
mean,
not gonna happen.
I don't have an eBay problem like he does, though. So he
Not
says.
yet.
Yeah, Squid Man, of course they sell Lego in Mexico. They have a factory there, I'd imagine.
There's no Lego store though. Interesting enough.
There's not.
I don't think so.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too safe.
That's kind of racist, don't you think, Ryan?
Yeah, it's just the country in general. I said nothing about the people.
The people live in the country.
Are you assuming that everyone in the country is the same like that? That sounds
No, but
racist to
you're
me.
saying that the entire country is unsafe, which is a little bit racist.
I mean, unless you were going to put it in one of the like port places where cruise ships go,
The
I don't know where else you would put it.
Wow, the
go-
poor places.
I said port.
No,
Wow,
like
no,
yeah,
I
like
heard
Cabo
four.
or like
Wow.
Cozumel
God.
is the only one that comes to mind.
Puerto
That's-
Vallarta. I mean,
This is
I've been
going in
all
the notebook.
Mexico City would probably be the best place to put it though.
There's a Lego store in Perisue,
Oh, okay.
apparently.
There you
Yeah,
go.
no, there is one in Mexico in a mall.
There you go.
Half the malls in the United States, though.
It's like
It was a
pretty
joke.
far
guys.
south in Mexico. I know. Okay. It's
Pretty
pretty far
far
south in
south.
Mexico.
Wow,
And
pretty far
it's right
south.
by Mexico City. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's in Mexico
I'd
City.
say it should be in Mexico
Okay.
City. Exactly, Brickbinder. Mexico is an amazing place.
Yeah, I mean, I've only been to the Cozumel part of it, and I guess most of everything else I know about Mexico is from Breaking Bad. I think they might go to Mexico. You know, not the greatest depictions of the country.
I mean, it's definitely not a place to
that.
be wandering around by yourself if you don't know the area. You know,
Even if you know the area, maybe.
Well, if you know the area, you should know to get out of the area, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
I've been watching the show on Netflix about the first cartel in Mexico, how they brought it all together, and I have to say, that scares me.
the cartels.
What do you mean? How they brought it all
Mexico.
together?
Oh, like how the first. Well, there was cartels before then, but like the 70s or 80s, one guy united them all.
You haven't watched Narcos on Netflix?
That's what I've been watching. Yeah,
The Mexico version, or the you start with the Pablo Escobar version?
I started with season 1.
Okay, so you went through the whole thing.
No, I'm on season 2 of the before Pablo.
You mean?
Well, thanks for spoiling.
Pablo.
I didn't know it went that far.
No, Pablo was the first 2 seasons.
No.
And then then it's the Cali Cartel after that, and then it's the Mexico ones. The Mexico ones is a totally different series.
I'm watching something else then, I guess, because this is about
I'm talking about Narcos, the show on Netflix, not a documentary. It's a show.
No, it's a TV show I've been watching.
Yeah. So the first
the
two
guy from not Salina, but I don't know how to say it. Silanolia or something like that.
Yeah, but the first 2
He's
seasons.
a state officer for the area, and then turned to drug dealing.
Yeah, so that's the Mexico one that came out after the Pablo Escobar versions.
But timeline wise, it's before.
Yeah, it's concurrent, not concurrent. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's not concurrent.
Yeah, because Pablo Escobar is in this, but he's a young man.
Yeah. It goes around the same time frame. But yeah, and then his time frame comes afterwards. More seriously. But you should watch that one too. That's still just as good.
I've not been watching it very fast. I've been watching with my parents, and so it's a slow brew.
Oh, okay. I mean, you could just watch it by yourself.
I could, but I don't.
It's like a family movie, a family night.
Well, it's not very good for a family.
I'm about to say. I mean, that's not very good. It's very interesting show choice to be watching with your parents.
They played it, and I was eating dinner on the couch when they played it. That's about how that got started.
So you're on season 2 though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I won't say anything. It's good. It's a good one. I know my wife's father, he was captured by the cartel for something. I remember that.
Oh, that's terrifying.
He escaped because his guards fell asleep.
Well, they probably fell asleep and then were killed. Let a prisoner go.
So I was like, and he was I think he was a businessman of some type, and like they wanted him to do something, he didn't, and that's why they kidnap.
Oh no! If the cartel ever told me to do anything, I would head over heels to get it done.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. They didn't really say much about it, but he escaped, got out of the business, does not do that anymore.
I would imagine that's a pretty scary group to be involved with.
Yeah.
Definitely top 5 scariest criminal organizations.
I mean, there's a bunch of them now, so.
Yeah, I mean just
Five of them.
cartels in general.
Yeah.
Number 1, of course, being the United States.
Well,
I mean, if you want to get rid of them, you make drugs. You make cocaine.
No.
legal.
I have a way simpler solution. Okay, first step 1 of the strategy is to annex Canada and just absorb it in the United States. Just get that out of the way.
okay.
That's just step 1. Step 2, you send the military into Mexico. Their military is not nearly on the same level, so they'll probably just help us or join us or step to the side. Then from there, you can have all of your government organizations do whatever you want, and then from that point, once Mexico's securely under control, slowly move your way until you have all of South America, and then you're golden.
So you're saying we should just take over Mexico?
I'm saying we should take over both Americas. Yes,
You just want to just
a supreme power,
okay? That's what you're trying to aim for, is what I'm saying.
absolute control. Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
There's a lot of business opportunities in that.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
It's a lot of money to be made in that plan.
Yeah.
Plus, it would strengthen the United States. It's going to be a little bit harder to invade through any other country if it's all one big country.
Um.
I'm sure Rio isn't necessarily a huge advantage to have control of, but you take the good with the bad.
Right, they got the beaches. There's some beaches.
Yeah, sure. You could. Yeah, sure.
And they have that giant Jesus statue too. So,
Where you think a world war is going to get started over South America? You think the rest of the world gives enough? No,
Not even one bit.
You can. The only people I could think of would be a little bit upset is China because they own a ton of land in Brazil. Other than that, I don't think.
Investing.
Oh no, they're buying it for farmland.
Oh yeah, they invested in a bunch of thingies over there. Just like they're the largest builder of schools and roads in Africa at this point.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind if we rented it out to them.
Oh, they wouldn't care as long as their business interests were,
Yeah, no, yeah.
still secure, they'd be fine.
Not gonna care.
Brickmania says that perfectly.
Oh, I forgot Greenland. Oh, we also need to get them. But yeah, that's not really what all 12 people in the yak. No, that's fine.
And the yak.
So, what do you guys think the next state's gonna be?
Puerto Rico.
I
think Puerto Rico?
think never.
Yeah, I'm in that boat. I don't think it's ever happened.
No.
Why not? It wasn't that long ago when the last 2 states were introduced.
50 years. It's been a while.
Well, I
That's
mean,
not 60.
serious talk though. There is talk about having another state with either being Puerto Rico, Guam,
Or Philippines.
But why?
islands.
Because
Because
anybody can join the United States if they vote into it.
Yeah, it just has
The
to be
only
ratified.
they're all territories of the United States. The only difference between them being a state and not is that they don't have to pay taxes.
Yeah, and they have no
representation.
representation either.
Right.
And they're all American citizens, so everyone in Puerto Rico is an American.
It's not much of. That's the only reason they haven't voted into it is because of the taxes. But every time they do a new vote, it's leaning more and more towards joining.
Yeah. Well, half the country doesn't want to be. They want to be independent.
Right, they want to be their own country again.
Yeah.
If they wanted to be independent, they want to be a territory of the United States.
And then they would be, they wouldn't be American citizens at that point. So I don't know where that would be.
You can't have your cake and eat it. Come on now.
There's
Now,
also Guam. There's was it the Marshall Islands? Some one of the islands.
Yeah,
Marshall
Marshall
Islands. I don't know, Farrell.
just like the U.S. Virgin Islands, we own.
Well, they also say American Samoa, but I think if any of them, it would be Puerto Rico would be the next one.
Puerto Rico will be the next. I think they'll be smart just because of what they can contribute, but
What can they contribute other than a beach?
money.
Puerto Rico's not known for their vast amounts of wealth.
They can be.
But they can, but how
There's
much you
more
have
of
to
them.
pour
Well,
into there?
I know, but they can still add more than the other two. As far as revenue is concerned. If you were to tax them, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a poor country right now. You'd have to put a lot in there for the infrastructure before you make anything out of it.
True. That's true.
It'd just be another Louisiana.
I don't know. I would say in the next decade, Puerto Rico will probably be a state.
It's a possibility.
Just like, or we could like, it might be easier just to change their status or something, you know,
From
give them,
territory.
give them more rights or something instead of, you know, trying to make them mistake. Because I almost feel like
they have the same rights. They just other than voting.
They just don't have like a power in the Senate or in Congress.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, everything else is about the same.
Yeah, and they don't get much as far as funding.
I don't. The Panda dude says Puerto Rico's the least likely in his books. They're the ones that are voting on it. Other places like the Philippines aren't nearly tilted in the same direction.
Yeah, Guam and the islands, I don't think are getting close to that.
There aren't really enough people in the Marshall Islands, though. I mean, there are. It's just it's not a lot of anything out there.
No, that's what I'm saying. Puerto Rico is a likely place to do it. It'll be pretty cool in our lifetime to be alive for a new state. It'll be interesting.
Doc, were you around the last time? I'm being serious. Do you? I mean, I know it's hard for us to think of a new state because it's always been 50, but that's not the case for everyone.
What's your question?
Yeah, what's the question?
When Alaska and Hawaii were introduced, were you kicking?
I don't know.
I believe it was in the 50s when they were introduced.
Oh, then no. And the whole Congress and the whole Senate has to pass by a majority vote such a thing to happen. Republicans don't want any of those territories because all of those territories test Democrat. So that's why I'm like, there's no chance of there being another state being added. Discussed, especially because Puerto Rico is in such debt. America would then have to take on Puerto Rico's debt, and so a lot of people see it as just
you know how much debt
money
the United States is in right now?
Yeah, I know, but if you talk to congressmen and senators, adding another penny to the debt, and the answer is no.
Ever.
They're not all crooked. Don't act like every last one is. But anytime you talk spending more money, the Republicans are going to say no. It doesn't matter what it is. The answer is no.
That's just like you to say that.
Yeah, that's who always says no to spending money, and that, you know, and a lot of times they're right. I don't hate them because they want to say no. It's just like, come on, can't spend money on every dang thing.
Sure you can.
No, we can't. We don't have all that much money.
We're doing it now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
The police keep buying tanks.
None of our cops have tanks.
LA has tanks.
Yeah,
my town has tanks.
You guys got to bust down drug houses or whatever.
Tanks or armored vehicles? Two different things.
Armored vehicles, but
it doesn't have the same. Don't call it a tank.
Yeah, because it doesn't have a big gun on it. Can it shoot the big gun? Because they're gonna have that soon enough. You know,
right? Okay, finish one minion. I'll build a little more.
I thought you did two of them. There they are, right there.
Yeah, I also got another box right there, so I can build.
Oh, so you can build all three. Okay.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with the fourth minion? Sell it?
No, I'm gonna build him and just make another minion.
Well, that's illegal. You can't do that.
Why not? There's a bunch of minions.
Yeah, a lot of them look alike. They just have slightly different colored eyes or something.
That's breaking the rules. There are three and only three.
Three named at ones, I think.
Shy, will you get the Storm Tiger? No. I like it, but I don't think I'm gonna pick it up. There you go. They're on minions. Minions for today. They're on top of the LCAC.
Are you building the third one tonight?
I don't know. We'll see. I want to get food. I want to get food, and then maybe if I feel like building the third one. I mean, I was looking at the instructions for Kevin. It doesn't look, or Bob. I'm sorry, Bob. It's not that bad.
And those come with minifigures too, right?
Yeah, the little ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Little ones.
Yeah, so there are White Castles in my general area, but I don't trust foods that come in a suitcase.
White Castle for us is the freezer department at the grocery store.
Yeah, and I can't tell you having it from the restaurant's much better.
Big tanks. Shy, you're gonna build the LCAC. Yes, let me start.
That's a fat. Is that a gallon bag?
Yeah, it's huge.
Jesus Christ.
It's huge. I have to build at least some of it on this stream.
Just change the title to Building Minions.
Building minions on top of the LCAC.
Oh, although Stud, the history behind White Castle is kind of fun to look into. I don't remember where I saw it, but
Don't they just serve just one thing, just that one burger? That's it. That one.
No, they do more than that, but it went back and forth from being private owned to more open to the public, and then back to private, and it's still the same thing. It's just neat history about it.
I'm talking about White Castle?
Yeah.
I've never had a proper White Castle.
You are not missing out on anything.
Didn't Kumar and somebody go to White Castle?
Exactly, Harold and Kumar. That's the only thing I know
about. Pretty much.
I know about White Castle is that.
Oh, you see that Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is getting a sequel?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Is
that.
it really that excellent?
I don't know. I've not watched the original Adventure.
It's a cult classic type of movie, I think.
They did a video, Keanu and the other guy.
The other guy.
Really? That's pretty cool.
I don't know what the other guy's name is.
No one knows what the other guy's name is.
Javel's gonna love that.
Did you know the original movie had trading cards? I found that out a few months ago. Fun stuff.
Huh.
Although I guess I'm a little bit late to do the mail-in order, seeing since it was expired by 95, I think. There goes my free T-shirt. Damn. Someone foolishly asked if that was the last bag.
Yes,
Wait, it actually is?
it is the last bag.
Oh. I retract my statement then.
But it's got 20 other bags inside that.
Yeah,
bag.
there's like a bunch of like little bags in this bag.
Oh.
I'm trying to find the minifigures, and I don't know where they are.
Guess I'm the fool then, huh?
Are they like
I don't
scattered?
think the minions are accurate scaling wise to the LCAC.
The little ones? Not.
The
I
big
mean,
ones.
not accurate at all.
Maybe that's what you can ask for, Ryan. 5 sets of those buildable minions.
Oh yeah, I could actually use some of that money for that.
I do know about Touchdown Jesus. It's not the same. It's not really Touchdown Jesus anymore, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Outside of Cincinnati. There's a Jesus that used to look like he had his arms, a big statue, like 3 stories tall, where it looked like he was doing the touchdown thing, but then it got hit by lightning and they had to rebuild it.
Wow, Jesus got struck by lightning.
Yeah, funny, isn't it? A little ironic.
Yeah, well.
PETA offered to pay for a brand new statue, but they wanted Jesus to be holding a lamb. For whatever reason, the church politely declined. Now it just looks like he's holding out for an awkward hug that your aunt would give you that you haven't seen in 5 to 6 years.
And you just leave him hanging. No, thank you.
No, you have a weird smell to you. Thank you for the Christmas card, but no, thank you. And stop asking me to play Farmville on Facebook, please.
Yeah.
I'm missing minifigures.
Oh boy. I would say complain, but you did get the set for free.
Right.
Right. Well, I'm sure Brickmania
guys.
customer service is awesome. So
Well, they are.
You don't want to tell me complain.
I have a problem. I'll be back.
If you show another bug,
It's not a bug problem. It's much bigger than that.
I don't.
Can you
do
see
it.
me?
No.
I see.
No.
Now, do you see what's in my? I'll be back.
No, I don't. What? But did he just?
He disappeared. Maybe it's in the box. Hold on.
Give me
Maybe because of
context.
maybe because of the hurricane, there's a power outage.
There's a hurricane in Florida.
It's hurricane season. There's always one off.
It's always hurricane season in Florida. What are you talking about?
I know. It's just what it seems like.
Florida
Like,
is just one fat hurricane.
I think we're at letter D or some dang thing.
I don't know.
Well, that's how they name them. They did go through the alphabet A through Z.
Yeah, but they do that. I think each year is a different alphabet. Yeah, I believe it's each year is a different letter in the alphabet.
Let's see, in Florida.
I think they do the same thing. It's just hurricanes in general in the United States, not just for Florida, though. It's one alphabet per year, or one letter from the alphabet per year, I believe. Maybe the same with tornadoes. I'm not sure.
I don't know. See, Tropical Storm Cristobal.
Wait, shouldn't you be calling them typhoons?
They only call typhoons on the other side of the international date line.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I'm asking, shouldn't you be calling it a typhoon?
No, because I call them a hurricane because we're here on this side of the international date line.
I'm just saying you're appropriating my culture, and I don't really appreciate it.
That's my culture too.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm a white guy. My birth certificate says white
No,
guy.
you have to. Oh, okay, Mr. Not BFAB, not taking the other side.
I'm sorry, that's what it says. It's prevented a lot of stupid crap in my life. That's why the major doctor did that.
Can't believe you're just stealing my.
When I was born, he's just like, no, we're gonna check this box right here just to prevent bull crap from going on in your life. Here you go.
It feels awfully weird. I get the reasoning, but just to disassociate with your heritage is a little bit.
Well, I was born in Kansas, and so that was.
Okay, no, that makes way more sense.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like your dad's white, you're white. Check.
I am missing minifigures because they'd normally be in this printed bag right here, and there are none.
Ryan is back, and it's the same minifigures as all the other ones, right?
Yeah, that's true. I'm missing.
I mean, they can send you more probably. It's
their customer service is excellent, not a problem. Just like Lego, you say, "Hey, I'm missing a whatever." Boom, here it is.
Ryan's in the green room.
Oh,
wrong button.
Big screen me. So I was turning my light off because I was kind of probably going to go to bed. So I went to turn my light off, and then, do you see the shadow of what? Do you see the shadow of what was?
What fell?
Oh god!
What is it? The ATTE?
Yeah, no, close.
Oh, UCS.
Yeah, I kind of saved it. Like I was kind of pinned. I was pinned up with it against the thing. As I was like, I'll be right back. I couldn't move because I had it like pinned up with my shoulder. To not let the whole thing fall. But most of the head had already kind of exploded at that point because it's pretty weak. So
I know what you're doing tomorrow.
Yeah, well, it's not that bad. I mean, I actually should probably, because if you look at it, I mean, it's pretty nasty. You can see just an inch of dust there. I should probably just wash the whole thing and take it apart and then put it back together whenever I move out. Because I don't foresee myself needing this for like a comparison or anything soon. So
I was about to say, like, do you need it? Like, is
not
something
currently,
you need to do?
so I can rebuild it.
You're fine.
Did you record anything for the vlog?
Yeah, that's what I did. That's why I hung up.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like,
I hung up, switched to the camera, and then just film myself in case I dropped it. Yeah, I need to dust. This is disgusting. That's just bad. All right, yeah. I think I'll do the rest of this stuff, and then I'm going to bed.
Well, like that UCS set is pretty dang impressive. That's like, damn.
Yeah, it's a nice set, but
compared to that,
it was impressive.
Doesn't hold up when you drop it about 6 feet.
Oh man, this would have been a perfect drop test. You screwed yourself.
Yeah, that's a shame.
That sucks. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, that's fine. It'll take me 20 minutes to fix, not even. Yeah.
Oh.
It's for the best. It needs to be cleaned thoroughly anyway. I mean, like, look at those pieces. They're like light gray now. That's disgusting.
That's extra detail. That's
really bad. I'm getting glass display cases, and dust is done. The war on dust never ends.
Like,
War on turd.
that's the case.
Museums have figured it out. So
I never want to dust a Lego set again. I swear to God, it is the worst. That's just
now it's just
there.
the ATST from episode 8.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh wow!
I did mention that. It's bad. I mean, like, this up here is.
That means everybody next to it's got the same level of dust.
Yeah. Well, some of this stuff is, not that bad. Like, or it doesn't show at least. I don't know. The
Well-
ATSD's been up there a while, so it's probably the worst of the bunch.
Hopefully, this means the next vlog will almost be interesting now.
What I've kind of been doing though is, like, as I've been reviewing old sets, because I'll clean them up really well to review them and whatnot. I'll you may have noticed my shelves kind of thinning out. I've been taking them to the the garage, where it's safe from dust.
Gulag.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing though. I've been slowly exporting things and kind of pseudo packing them. I need to start actually packing them in an efficient manner so that I can move them when the time comes. Easily.
Blasphemy! Those are Cheez-Its. Those are not goldfish.
Don't worry.
Wait, wow, you buy them in the most ridiculous way, don't you?
Well, I decided it's better than buying the whole bag thing, because I will not finish it, or I'll let it get stale. Or
if you can't buy it in the Sam's Club pack, where it's 3 bags and 1 big box, 3 big bags, not those pathetic little paper bags, you could at least get in the milk cartons shaped things.
I don't know. You can take me off the big screen, by the way, Sean.
God, just disappointing.
I'm gonna go to sleep, and then tomorrow. Well, no, I'll do it this weekend. I got videos to make. My can't just take off work tomorrow.
Yeah.
This weekend I'm gonna dust and pack stuff.
You're gonna pack stuff.
I don't know. I'm gonna start packing stuff to keep it clean.
Oh, okay. Let's say, like, oh, you found a house already? You already closed escrow?
No, it's gonna be a while, but it's time to keep stuff clean. Gotta clean up these
He found a trailer.
You found a trailer.
Honestly. All right, I'll see you guys later.
All right, bro.
LCAC tonight? Probably not. You're
Nah, that's not gonna happen. I mean, I'm kind of sad that I'm missing 4 minifigures.
Oh yeah. All right. We'll see you later. Well, you're not allowed to complain. It was free.
I know I'm not.
If
Brickmania wants a proper review of this, I need all.
Haven't you already made like 12 videos on this thing?
Yeah, Ryan left already. No, I've made like an unboxing video is all I've made, and all these streams.
Doc, you have to record that clip of him saying that you can't complain about it. It's free.
Yeah, good one. Oh, dude. I mean, whatever. I'll reach out to Dylan and see what he says. If it's something I can get, I'm doing the next batch. Cool. But no rush. I know it's hard right now on Brickmania to even do anything right now. Bye, Big Tanks. He says bye, Shy. Brickbinder. Good night, Ryan. I'm falling asleep during the 7 a.m. news. I'll probably end this soon anyways. Where are we at? 2 hours and 18 minutes?
Yeah. Was that a question or a statement?
I think it was a rhetorical question.
Huh. All right. Doc, when are you coming to Ohio?
I don't think ever.
There are so many sites to come and see. At least 2.
He's like, why? What's Ohio gonna give me?
Well, you get to see Sands, and then you get to see Columbus.
Well, I don't know. What do you want to see in Columbus?
There's museums there.
But there's the Children's Museum. What other museum do you want to go see?
I thought there was something else. Isn't there some sort of car museum somewhere in Ohio? I swear there was.
That sounds like something in Cincinnati, but I'm not sure. I know in Dayton they have the Air Force Museum, which is a pretty fun time.
Okay, that would be interesting. My dad's in the Air Force.
Oh, it's nice. I found out, or I learned about the Waco glider there, which is a pretty neat thing that they used in World War II. It's a glider that could carry tank or jeeps or tanks, or I don't know about tanks, but artillery. That's fun. That's fun.
For real, a glider could.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay. What kind of gun is that picking up for artillery?
What kind of a wingspan? I mean, it's just
Just look it up. It's fun. It's a neat thing.
called the what glider?
Waco.
Waco. Listen.
Yeah, my brother and I, when we saw it, we just called it the FU glider or something, because the face just opens up and offers a whole lot of FU or something. I can't remember the joke we made, but yeah. There's also a Lego type museum, a private one on the other. I've never been to it because it's on the other side of Ohio, but I'm definitely wanting to go there. And there's this neat grocery store I think you would find amusing, Doc. That's 4 things.
And then can visit all the food trucks that are out there. They're not this. Jesus Christ.
Wrong coast.
It's like this video. Okay, here it is. It was like an army recruitment video from the 1940s. I'm like, I just want to see the glider.
Hey, what's going on, ASAP Animation? How's the build going? I'm missing 4 minifigures. That's where the build's at.
Yeah, Stud. That stuff's all here, but that's all up in Cleveland, and nobody wants to go to Cleveland.
Maybe I dropped them somewhere. Where? No, is it behind me?
I mean, it's like, what would it do? Would it glide to some location and land, or would it drop off the gun?
No, it lands, and then the whole front where the pilots are opens up, and then they just
drive out the whatever.
Yeah, it can hold like 12 people or a Jeep or something. It was neat. I didn't notice it. Well, I haven't been in a long time, but I went a few months ago, and it was a neat thing.
Like, how would you recover the dang thing after it?
Well, it was a drop off. It's not a. Yeah, it was just a cheap way to move stuff quickly.
And quietly, because it would make no noise. So
they weren't really going for the quiet aspect. They were just going to move as much stuff as quickly as possible.
Yeah, okay. They show that Jeep driving out of it. So, like, check that out.
It's pretty neat.
It's no Zeppelin.
You are right there. But in the same museum, they do have a blimp. So. And a UFO.
A real UFO?
A real fake UFO.
Okay. So, because a real UFO is, we don't know what it is. That's why it's a UFO. But as soon as you call it a flying saucer, it's not a UFO anymore. You've identified it as a flying saucer.
No, I mean, that's what it is. It was what the U.S. government tried to make in like the 60s or something.
Oh, it's like a prototype ship of some kind?
Something like that. Well, they say it's a prototype, but we both know they made it out. That it was influenced by something.
Yeah. I almost feel like we made it so that we could, then say we found a spaceship.
I mean, they've got a bunch of weird stuff. Like they have this prototype helicopter thing, but there are rockets attached to it, but they're on the 2 propellers on the top. It's something that you would see. I don't know, like you would make in a video game or something, or I don't know. It's wacky.
Yeah. Well, it's like we have a V1 rocket here at the Paul Allen, the co-founder of Microsoft. He's got like crazy stupid money, and so he buys all of these restored airplanes from World War II, and one day every summer you can go out there and he will actually fly the planes, and so you can watch him fly these airplanes or whatever. But he's got a V1 rocket in his little museum thing, or is it the V2? I can't remember which one it is, but it was a missile, and basically it had a pilot in it, and you would jump out over the target, and then the plane would crash and blow up.
God.
it was jet powered. They were working on them at the end of the war because they had no guidance systems to put in them. They had to put people in them, and so it was basically you're in a flying bomb.
Who would sign up for that?
Well, at the end of the war, everybody was, little kids were carrying guns.
Doc, someone's asking if you know about the museum in Everett.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one where Paul Allen has all of his crazy planes. It's at the museum, at Museum of Flight, at Payne Field in Everett. Well, yeah, my dad worked there.
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna end it. I'm like demotivated with no minifigs. Oh, dude, that sucks.
Well, you have the Minion minifigures. Just put them, get some of
I'm
your
going
spare
to.
guns and put them in their little hands.
I'm gonna definitely use them. I mean, the thing is, it's the same minifig. Oh no!
Oop, no, there it goes.
There it goes. It's the same exact. There's just literally just made the same minifig like 6 times, so it's really nothing special. But like, I want him. Oh damn, that sucks.
Are you gonna get in contact with him tomorrow?
I'll reach out to Dylan. I'm not gonna call customer service just because this was given to me for free, so I feel bad for saying that. But like,
well, I mean, free or not, it's a product. I don't know. It's a review product, and you can't properly review it.
I can't do it without it. Like, it just looks. I don't know. What should I do?
I would call the guy that you want to call. That way you don't. I wouldn't bother customer service. They'd be like, no, you have a personal relationship with Brickmania. Maintain it.
Yeah, I don't want to blast them or anything.
Yeah.
So but I already know even if they were to give me 4 more minifigures, they can't make it anytime soon because they would have to make these in batches. You know what I mean?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Either way, I mean, you don't want an incomplete $4,000 or $3,000 set.
No. I'll just let them know, hey, I'll just let you know I'm missing 4 figures. Just when you guys
exactly.
make the next,
need them for the review.
Yeah. If not, yeah. So either way, I think I'm gonna end it here. I appreciate all of you who are still P38 Lightning. No, I didn't pick that up, Matthew. I appreciate all of you who are here. Thanks to the homies for staying with me, Sans, Doc, and MNR Ryan. You guys all in the chat have a wonderful night. Who's still here? Matthew, Folkerman, Brickmania, good night. Stud City,
yeah.
ASAP Animation. Who else? I know there's 15 people still in the chat. Aside from us 3. Big Tanks, John Triple C. Are you missing the 4 figs? Yeah, I am. And Brickbinder, yeah, I sent him.
Okay.
And that's about it. All right, guys, have a good night. Or good morning, actually. I think the only ones. Yeah, everybody's in the morning at this point. All right, guys. Peace.
Bye.